Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for episode 70 of the MeepleCore podcast, a bi-weekly podcast about board games, video games, music, and nerd culture. I am your host, Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple, and I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Matt RoBear
and Eric Ledford.
And in this episode, we give you our first impressions for the board games The Mind, Nuts So Fast, Champions of Hara. Then we go into our top 5 video game pet peeves. We play through a live game of Crack the Case in this episode's podcast playthrough, and much more. That's right. I have named the topic of when we play games live on the podcast. It's called Podcast Playthrough because double P's.
There we go.
Right.
P-P-P.
Clever. I'm clever. Oh, anyway, how's it going, people?
Doing all right.
All right. How's it going out there? TV land. Don't they say it on Nick at Night? Is that what they said?
They used to, yeah.
Right.
We're not old. So yeah, you know what? I forgot since last week that we started the whole, let's ask a hypothetical question at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have one. I totally forgot about it.
I'm okay with that.
Until we got to this. You don't like it?
Nah, it's all right.
I think it's funny. Well, anyway, let's, as always, we'll talk about what we've been up to, give you a little bit of news. We've got some games that we played, and then we got some fun stuff planned for you later in the show. So, Matt, let's talk about what you've been up to since the last episode.
Not much. I think all I've literally done is played Minecraft a whole lot.
I went back to Minecraft.
I'm back on Minecraft. I gotta, start playing it a little bit.
In VR?
No, that would be really cool.
Is it?
Oh, that is something they should do.
I think they have on the phones.
Really?
But I don't know if they've done it on the computer or on PlayStation.
That would be pretty neat. I doubt it, but
there is a game on there that is kind of like Minecraft. It's the same type of game.
Right.
But it's on VR. I mean, it's not Minecraft.
Yeah, no, I'll have to look that up. Like kind of a survival, build resources.
Block maker.
Block maker, yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but.
Yeah, no, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, just doing that. Probably something really fun I did do with it was I got the Fallout mashup. Those are actually really good. Like the mashup packs they have for Minecraft.
What do you mean mashup packs?
It's essentially like, I think it was like $4.99. It wasn't a whole lot.
It just adds different items.
All your blocks look different, but it also downloads a world that they built that is like Minecraft. So in this one, you start out at a red rocket. There is a dog there barking at you. They give you bones to give it, so you have a dog to follow you around instantly.
Oh, that's funny.
And it looks like a German Shepherd. It's a wolf in the game, but it's a dog here. It looks like dog meat.
Yeah.
Like I said, you start out at the red rocket. And there's just various, landmarks that you might recognize from other Fallout games built within this world. It's a small map, so it's not huge, but you can pretty much, if you're at one landmark, you can look around and see another one.
That's cool.
It's littered with different little landmarks. So like it's got Washington DC from like the third one. It's got the little, I didn't play Fallout 2, but whatever the little like starting area, I think it was like Vault 8.
Yeah.
If I remember. That they had that built up. It's got a little commune or compound from New Vegas, so it's got like all these different little areas. It has a subway that runs throughout the whole world underneath all the different landmarks. So it's just kind of neat little, and even the user interface kind of looks very Fallout-ish when you pull it up. It has like a kind of a green. It looks like what's the thing you wear in your wrist?
The Pip-Boy?
The Pip-Boy. It looks like a Pip-Boy, like you're looking at a Pip-Boy. So,
yeah,
kind of neat. And besides that, New Dawn, a little bit of that. Got a little further into Far Cry New Dawn. It's good.
I've been seeing a lot of bad press for it, so I don't know why.
Really?
Like, people are saying that it's garbage and stuff, and I haven't really dove into it to see what they're saying. But it's interesting that they would. I mean, because Far Cry 5 got some pretty decent reviews.
Yeah, they supposedly, so one problem they felt that they had with Far Cry 5 was that the game did not scale with you. I think that this one scales with you a little better.
What do you mean by scales with you?
So there's a certain point in the game, and I can admit to this because it does kind of happen. So like the enemies all stay the same in the game, but your skills and everything are improving. You're getting better weapons. So eventually you just get to where the game is kind of
trivial,
like easy
real
mode.
easy.
Yeah, it's really kind of easy.
Go and smack everything it does.
So they scale it a little bit in this game, and even with like taking over the bases and stuff, you can take it over. And then if you want to like give it back to the enemies, then there's like higher level enemies just instantly there. And it does a lot more with like, if you don't kill the enemies fast enough, they just start calling more buddies and they just keep getting harder. So it's a lot more of you got to kind of like neutralize the threat like pretty quick. So there's a few things gameplay wise. I don't see anything to really complain about. They got rid of some of the more annoying things from what I understood. They had an arcade mode on Far Cry 5 that no one cared for. They got rid of it.
Well, like you could play arcade games or
no? Well, arcade games in the sense of like they instilled like these weird like 80 kind of looking arcade
graphics.
Games. Yeah, that, and they also had like kind of like where you would play online versus other people, like just kind of like Call of Duty style, run around, shoot everyone.
Oh,
you had teams, capture bases, whatever, but.
Yeah.
They got rid of that because I don't think anyone really cared for that. But
no, they seem like they added to quite a few games nowadays, though. Because everybody is kind of looking for that type of thing in the game.
Yeah, and they had it, and it was kind of like
lackluster.
It wasn't done very well, so right. I didn't care for it. But I mean, you didn't have to play it. There was no reason. It didn't force you to play that. So
even in The Last of Us, they had that same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't very good either.
Right. So yeah, I don't know what people are complaining about. I mean, the storyline is not as good as Far Cry 5. I don't think. I'm only about halfway through.
It's a much shorter game, right? Isn't it?
It's essentially a DLC.
Okay.
And I think they only sold it for $20.
Yeah, it's kind of like that other one they did for Far Cry 3. What was it called? Thunder something?
The Martian one or the alien looking one?
Yeah, it's all 80s.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. It's been worth the $20 to me. So it's the map is not as big, but I mean, it's understandable because it's just kind of a download.
Right.
Yeah. And with story wise, there's reasons why you don't have all the map either. So I don't know. I'm happy with it. So
that's fair.
Haters gonna hate.
Anything else, or is that pretty much all you've been up to?
That's pretty much all I've done.
All right. Well, Eric, what you been up to then?
Not too much. Just been watching a little bit of TV. Finished out the Haunting of Hill House.
Did you see any faces?
I did not. I kind of looked for them. But
look on YouTube and just start
looking at. Okay, because I even made a point to kind of look around and see if I seen anything. I mean, I did see stuff, but only what they kind of meant.
No,
for you to see.
There's straight faces in the background.
Okay, I still must have missed it.
Like I know there's. So do you remember the girl going down the ladder into the basement? She found where there is a face looking right at her in that scene.
Which I've seen that, I believe.
Okay, that was supposed to be a ghost.
Okay.
That's one of the more obvious ones. So,
like I think I seen that one, but I didn't see a lot. Besides the ones that obviously they kind of want you to see.
Yeah, now look it up on YouTube. You'll see them all.
I'll have to do that.
There's some of them that are like really like, oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. Huh.
Like you go back and you're like, I totally watched that scene, unaware.
Right. Yeah.
I would say it was a surprise ending for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little different for anybody that wants to check it out. You won't expect the ending. So I do recommend it. I thought it was a good you
enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good.
I didn't feel it was overly scary, but Melissa said it was one of the more scary things she's seen.
It's more of a feel.
Yeah.
I guess it's just suspenseful.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what she said. She kind of got that
there's
nothing tinkle in your back kind of feel.
Yeah, there's nothing really on screen that horrifies you.
Right.
It's got a few graphic scenes here and there, but like it's more just the feel of what's going on.
Yeah. More scary in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, finished that and also started 13 Reasons Why. Did you guys ever see that or hear anything about it?
My wife
TV show?
tried it. I think she did not care for it, but I know that it's got a second season. I've heard people say it's good.
I think it even has a green light for a third season.
I think you're right.
It's not out yet, but the second season is out.
Are they related? Or have you seen the second season?
I believe they are. I think it's a continuation of the same story.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're most of the way through it. I'll agree it does run a little slow for me. So I could kind of see where maybe she didn't like it. Maybe that was one of the things she didn't like about it. She makes these tapes that she sends out to all these people that, did bad things or she felt that harmed her in some way or hurt her in some way. So each segment or each episode is about a person or, a side of a tape. So, so they did make it kind of stretch. But other than that, I have enjoyed it, I guess. It just shows you how crappy high school can be for some people. Yeah. And how mean and selfish some people can be. So, yeah. A little sad, but good movie. Or good show.
Good show.
Was it like one season or something?
It is, I think it's like 13 episodes. Yeah.
Huh.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
Well, there's season 1. They have season 2 out.
Okay.
They are working on season 3, I think.
He did not listen to one bit of you saying that earlier.
Sorry, I'm trying to bring up
same time.
I'm trying to bring up news articles that when we get to that point.
Okay.
I was not prepared. Illidan is upset with me.
But besides watching more shows just lately, no, haven't been doing anything else. A little bit of computer gaming, playing Destiny, but other than that, nothing special.
A couple of things happened to me. One was, it not really happened, but it was my little brother's birthday, so we visited his grave and showed our respects. And his school, he went to Sullivan University, and he was like a couple months away from graduating on the dean's list. And apparently they've been trying to get a hold of my family for like a year and a half now.
Oh, really? Wow.
I guess they didn't have emergency contacts or anything, which is odd because like one of my last text messages to Aaron was that it was like my emergency contact information. So I don't know if maybe he just didn't give them the phone number or maybe they called me and I didn't answer one time and they, because whatever. So they gave him an honorary degree for his stuff and they presented it to my parents.
Wow.
So
that's nice.
That was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
We had a bachelor party for Rachel's brother, so my brother-in-law, where we went and his brother Zach had made this axe throwing thing, like in Flying Axes. There's a place in Louisville called Flying Axes where you can throw axes. So he made that, and we threw a bunch of axes, and we kind of played an axe throwing game, like 5-on-5, cornhole style type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Not really, because, cornhole, you cancel each other's score out each round or whatever.
Right.
But this was more like just, if you hit the board, you get a point. you know, so I was okay at it. I didn't have any practice beforehand, and it's way different than throwing knives, which I'm, or at one point was good at.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more calculated. A knife, you like literally have a 50% chance of hitting the target. It's more about being accurate with getting it there. Mm-hmm. The axe is getting accurate with knowing the rotations and how far away you are. So it's much harder to throw an axe than a knife. But then we shot some guns because Merca. And then we played
shotguns or
shotguns. We shot clay pigeons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we played Dead Last. Always a fun game.
Yeah.
And two really funny stories about that. One is great. The first thing is, I taught the game. I'm like, okay, I'm going to use the restroom. And I'm like, kick. So I come back. I role play it up just a bit. We go to choose our cards. I let everybody flip it over. Oh, it's all blues. Oh, no. And I just go, you noobs. And I flipped over my card and it's ambush. Right. I'm like, that's right. It literally happens every single time I teach this game.
Right.
Every time. it not necessarily to me, but if somebody gets up, you are the first person targeted.
Oh,
So
definitely. If you are not in on anything.
Yeah. So if you want to impress, if you never played Dead Last before and you start playing it, make sure before the game starts, but after the rules are explained, you get up to use the restroom or I'm going to get a quick, I'm going to get some drink of water and then come back and just be prepared to ambush and then watch them be upset that you're awesome. The second thing that happened in the game, which was really funny, is I totally used card trick magic to destroy somebody. I felt really bad. I kind of felt that was dirty, but the game really kind of encourages a lot of that stuff anyways. I don't really care. Basically, in the final showdown between two players, you get the Prisoner's Dilemma cards where you can share with each other. There's 4, basically, if you're not familiar with the game, there's 4 cards in the middle of the table that are gold. And you're at a table with up to 12 players, and you basically just talk about who you want to kill. Everybody has a color to them, so you've got a deck of cards with all the different colors. So if you put down blue and you flip it over, you're going to attack the blue player, whoever has the majority targeting. So if red has the most targets to them of other players, like most people picked red, then red dies, and then everybody who did not pick red is out as well for that round. So you've got 10 people and maybe it goes down to 3 or 4. They play another round and then it goes down to either 1 or 2 or whatever. You keep playing until there's 1 or 2. If there's 1, they clearly get all 4 cards. If there is 2 players, they go to the final showdown in which you have a steal, a share, and a grab 1 and go. Pretty much grab 1 and go is just grab 1 of the 4 cards and it doesn't matter what the other person picks. But other than that, if you choose share and the opponent chooses share, you both take 2 cards apiece. If you choose share and the other person chooses steal, they steal all 4. If both players take steal, then none of those 2 players get anything, and everyone else at the table not involved gets 1 card off the top of the deck. So what I did was I had all 3 cards in my hand, and if you're not familiar with card tricks, this happens really quick. So I peel off from my right hand the top card of the stack of 3, and then I show the bottom card on my right hand, which is share. Matt, I'm going to share with you. Then I quickly throw it face down in my hand and flip the top card off because you got to put it face down. So it just looks like I'm putting a card face down, where in reality, I just put the steal card in. So it's like a bait and switch. I show you 1 card, but I put another card down, but the hands trick you very, very easily. The whole table was like, whoa. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I felt on one hand, I felt really good because I performed it very, very well. On the second hand, I'm kind of like, that's kind of dirty, but at the same time, it's awesome. So, okay, well, judge me. Anyway, the next game we played was Tumbling Dice. Oh, by the way, I won that game. Not because of that. That was actually one of the first things that happened, but I ended up winning. And then I played Tumbling Dice. This was both games we played with 8 people. And Tumbling Dice, it was kind of interesting because I made the suggestion to line up and we'll just walk around the table. And so it worked out brilliantly, but we played it with 8 people. And I won that as well, with even getting 0 points in the last round. So practice makes perfect.
That's right.
And then we played a Halo LAN party. This is when Eric showed up, I guess.
Yeah.
And we played Halo a couple hours, and that was it.
Right.
Really, what we did was we played Let's Troubleshoot My Xboxes.
For a long time, right?
Yeah, because one of them, I have 2 of them. One of them, the hard drive apparently was dead. Or was dying because it wouldn't let any game start loading. It would crash. It wouldn't do any of the updates or anything. And then the other one, the CD-ROM won't open unless you stick a paperclip in there and manually move the cam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the cam, and it would fully unload, but it wouldn't unlock at first. That's minor because it's my secondary one, and if I bust it out, we're probably going to play the 1 game for the night if we do this. I mean, so I'm not worried about that. But it has a 60 gig hard drive. The one that was broke has a 40 gig hard drive. These are old Xboxes, by the way. And I had an extra 20 gig hard drive that I put on its place, and it fixed the issue. So then I swapped the hard drive. So now my 60 gig is my current one, and then the 20 gig is just on a shelf. So, Yep. And then
for the next Halo party.
Yeah, for the next Halo party in like a year or 2. Mm-hmm. We play Destiny 2 a lot, obviously, if you're not familiar or keeping up, or if you once played. They've got the season pass stuff that's going on. They have the Gambit update where they have new modes of Gambit. Gambit is essentially 4 players fighting the game. like fighting the PvE stuff. And then another team is fighting it as well. Not the same. You've got like an instance of your own zone. You're trying to race, but you can send an invader over to try to kill the other players to slow them down, basically. So they've got a new version of that and some other stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. I know it's weird because I run into like people's posts and stuff, and they're like, this game's garbage, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I don't see it. I actually am entertained by it. I mean, define garbage? I mean, define paying $40 for a game, or maybe not. Maybe if you're playing as it came out, maybe it's a little bit more money because.
Yeah, by now.
Yeah, it'd be like $60 plus $30 for each expansion, whatever. But it always baffles me when somebody has played a game for so long and then starts saying it's garbage. You know what I mean? Like, no, you don't like how it's going. Like, people like, wow, it's terrible. Okay, then why'd you put 180 days into the game?
Right.
Is it that terrible? Is it that terrible to waste half a year playing a game consistently? I mean, that's kills me. People kill me. Yeah, you don't like how it's turning out now, but don't act like you didn't get your enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that annoy you guys at all? I kind of want to put this in my video game pet peeves, but it's not the place for it.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I don't usually pay much attention to it. So as long as I'm having a good time, that's all that really matters.
That's fair. I don't mind if people just stop playing it, and that's fine. Like, I moved on to something else, or, I just played it so much, I'm ready for something else. That's cool.
Yeah, but just to bash it because you don't play it anymore, or...
Yeah. And so when I was reading online, like YouTube comments and stuff, and then, for instance, this is really where it prompted, is that Facebook has an ad, obviously, or if you follow the PlayStation page, they gave away Forsaken in March, PlayStation Plus. And like the comments are like, oh, this game's terrible, blah, 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 blah.
They gave away Destiny 2.
No, they gave away Destiny 2 with all the content.
Were Forsaken?
Yeah, as of, because they've already given away Destiny 2, I think, on it at one point.
That's how we got it. And then we bought Forsaken.
Right. Now
they're giving away Forsaken.
On PlayStation 2, or on PlayStation 4 only, on PlayStation Plus. Okay. You have the Forsaken thing. So Matt, hey,
oh wow,
yeah,
you should totally get it.
Yeah,
you pay for PlayStation Plus, right?
Yep.
Yeah, totally do it, dude, man. It's really good. Like, I think it's a great game, and honestly, it kind of scratches my Borderlands itch. Even though Borderlands, like, not the IP,
right,
but the loot and shoot kind of thing, it's great. I mean, if you came into it after Forsaken, and you don't know how it was before that, apparently there was a lot of problems before that, but now it's fine. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It might be in my top 5 games. Like, I like it that much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So anyway, and then I've been playing Mario Odyssey on the Switch, and it is phenomenal.
Yes.
Oh wow! I was debating on getting this in Legend of Zelda, and I will get Legend of Zelda, but I already have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I had the RPG. And then ever since we did the Whisper of the Worm quest on Destiny 2, I was like, man, I really want to do some more jumping puzzles. And I was like, what can I get? And I was like, Mario. So good. I don't know if y'all had this feeling. Did you have a 64?
I did not.
Matt?
No.
Never mind.
No.
Well, when 64 came out and you played Super Mario 64 for the first time, I was like, whoa, this game is awesome. It's like Mario in 3D. Actually, as a matter of fact, at that point, other than Star Fox, it was probably one of the first 3D games I played. And it was like, it was a distinct feeling. You know, I have like, you get that nostalgic feeling.
Like, this is next generation.
Yes. I got that with Mario Odyssey. I was like, whoa. Which is funny because the game isn't really that impressive. I mean, it's good looking, but it's not revolutionary. It's not doing anything new. It's really satisfying.
But they did overall really good job in making it.
Oh yeah. So good job. Such a good job. Highly recommend it. If you have a Switch, I recommend this. Obviously, Legend of Zelda, Octopath Traveler, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't know if I'd recommend that unless you really like JRPGs, because it is deep.
And JRPGs, I'm assuming, is Japanese RPGs.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got a lot of grinding, a lot of very mathy type of character building and stuff. Not that it has a lot of mathy character building, but like there's so much stuff to equip in your inventory and your character. It's got this Pokemon element where you have these blades that you equip. Like they're actually like people that's with you that gives you their powers. They can equip stuff. They all level. It's crazy. It is a lot of stuff going on. So you can min-max really, really heavily. So, anyway, that's me. So anything else before we hit some news?
No.
Nope.
All right, so we got a couple of news articles here. Not that we're a news podcast or anything, but we like to talk about things that's in the gaming world. That's pretty fun. First thing is Black Lotus, a new Black Lotus, according to a Polygon article, has sold for $166,000, doubling its value from a similar version sold months ago.
Or a year ago.
Is it a year ago?
I think he said a year.
Yeah. Yes. Double from a year ago.
Yeah. All right. So Beckett rated this one at 9.5. It's almost a perfect mint. I don't know how you would get even more. What consists of 10? Like you open the pack in a clean room?
Yeah.
Like a perfect cut. You know, you got one of the first strikes.
Beckett was there when you opened it.
Yeah. A machine opened it for you. It wasn't even packaged.
Yeah.
So yeah, $166,100 for a card.
That's insane.
That is amazing.
I wonder what cool stuff gets for that.
It says that's about as close to
That'd be
mint condition as you likely find. I don't know. They don't even have it listed on any one of a kind items. They don't. You have to tell them what you have and they negotiate with you.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to say that's one of a kind.
Well,
I guess it's not really popular now, but when I was playing,
I mean, you don't come across Black Lotus.
It's not something that's going to move on the regular, I guess maybe is what they look for.
Yeah, there's not a constant buy and sell of that item, so it becomes a one of a kind.
Okay.
Because the market could be completely different by the time they buy it from you and sell it. You know, like the Power 9 and stuff.
Those change so fast.
Yeah.
You can't just set a price.
Right. It's not like selling the most common rares that are $115. Yeah, they're $115, but they do it on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that thing comes in and out like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. A grade 9 card sold for only $57,000 in January. That's crazy. And then in July, a Beckett grade 9.5 Black Lotus went for $87,000. So I wonder what knocked this up. Maybe it's some kind of, I listened to the CU podcast, which is completely unnecessary podcast. It's about retro gaming. The interesting thing is they talk about retro gaming prices and stuff, and people do this quite a bit where they'll take a game that does not get sold very often. They'll sell it, engineer it basically to where it makes the value of it better than what it should be. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's like, hey, Eric,
Yeah,
I'm going to say this. I'm going to set this game out
for $100. That's only a $50 game, but
not necessarily on that end, but like usually like the $15,000, $20,000 games, like a large item. I'm like, I'm going to put it up for $15,000, but maybe I gave you $8,000, so you pay $28,000 or whatever, and then you give me. I'm getting my money back. Mm-hmm. It's like insider trading or something. I don't know.
Right. Just because they want to inflate those prices.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of crap, but
it was sold on eBay too.
$160,000 on eBay.
I thought that's what it said.
Oh, let's see what it says. The card in question. Oh, no, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's in the first paragraph.
The rare Black Lotus, most sought after card in Magic, recently sold on eBay for $166,000. What? That's crazy. On eBay, bidding on this item has sold, or yeah, $166,000. That's crazy. $6 shipping. Really?
All for free shipping on that.
Yeah, the audacity to put a shipping on there. First off, why is it only $6?
That's a troll move.
You better put some insurance on that.
Yeah, what the crap, dude?
Thing better get shipped in a crate.
If it be hand delivered, I'd drive to go get that thing. Oh, it's funny. So anyway, there we go. Piece of paper sold for $166,000. The next article here we have, it's on Globe News Wire, but Funko has acquired an award-winning board game studio.
Because they're awesome.
Acquired a studio.
They acquired a studio. I have zero idea who they are until I read what they made.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you know what they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just by reading the games, yes. But I didn't know it when I heard it.
Yeah, so apparently it basically says that, I had the thing up and then I scrolled down like an idiot. FPC, which stands for...
It's the names of the guys.
Forest Prusian Creative LLC, an acclaimed board game development studio. Mm-hmm. So they're known for Villainous, the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, the Bob Ross Art of Chill card game, or whatever. Choose Your Own Adventure, House of Danger. apparently I read in a different article that these people have like hundreds of game designs kind of shelved right now, just waiting to throw at stuff. What are your thoughts on this, Matt? Since you are a Funko person, and we've actually kind of talked about this recently to a degree.
I like this. There was a headline that said verbatim, Funko jumps into world of board games to compete with Hasbro. So shots fired. So step your game up, Hasbro. So they're evidently targeting, I guess they see a market that they want to go after. They already own all these IPs, licenses and stuff.
That's true.
It's going to be super easy for them to get any license they want because they already own so many of them.
Yeah.
But I wonder if those licenses...
They don't extend to that, no.
Right, extend to board games beyond just making a Funko Pop.
The article I read said that they plan on using those licenses to do this.
Well, so when you purchase a license, it's usually specifically for a type of product. However, if you already have an in with the person selling you the license, it's highly unlikely, unless they already have that license with somebody else, that they're not just going to sell it to you.
Right.
And
well, either way, they got so much money, they could probably get whatever they want.
I would say most of those licenses aren't going to be exclusive anyway, so they're not going to go to Disney and be like, well, we already said, this other place can make a Iron Man board game or whatever. They're not going to make it exclusive to them, so I bet, whoever comes to them, they can get a license.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to have any problem getting licenses.
Right.
But the one thing I will say, not that they listen to our podcast, but if they did, I would say make a game that literally retrofits all your Funko Pop models or figures into a game. Could you imagine like a tactical game like Final Fantasy Tactics using Funko Pop?
Funko.
First off, the presentation at conventions or anywhere would be awesome. People already have all this crap. You could just sell decks of cards that you could buy.
But could you use it? Use your Funko in its box?
Well, no.
A lot of people don't open their boxes.
That's sad. Do you open your boxes?
Yes.
Yeah, see?
They're not going to gain value. They're so
there's so many,
mass-produced.
right?
Yeah, like
Well,
there are some of them. There's very few.
If you get the exclusives, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
If you get the exclusives for certain stores, those are worth money. But beyond that,
whatever, you could proxy those, just have another model. Yeah, whatever. But my point is, if you want to instantly grab a massive amount of people who are not into board games
and people go and
get them into board games, this is a good way to do
Funko
it.
Pops to play your board game.
Yeah. Could you imagine that? Would you play it?
A game that uses Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Make it easy. Like, don't make it super complicated. Make it like the Hearthstone of tactical games, and literally every kid in America or wherever you sell this product would jump aboard.
And they don't even have to use the full size ones. They have the mini lines like you got.
What? That's not a full size? Oh, what? Oh,
that's Funko also. The ones that are like 2 inches tall or something like that.
Right. No, I'm not. I mean, you could do that too, but I think they should stick with the
bread
main
and butter.
size. Yeah. The ones that everyone is buying.
That would take a big board.
It would be a huge game.
Well, I mean, it could just be like, 10 squares by 10 squares in a very, like, 3-on-3 battle. Here's pick 3 guys.
Here's all these cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have the Funko Pop, use your Funko Pop. But here's a card, and here's its abilities.
Yeah, and like, if they even wanted to, they can have all the cards online where you can just print them and play the game. Print them, get some dice, and then, whatever. But they can officially come out with products like a modular board system where it's a bunch of squares you interlock together. And then, like, you can have, like, decks of cards. It's like season 1. So all the Funko Pop models released from year this and this, if we released it, your card's in here. If you want a professionally printed card, it would be brilliant. It'd be brilliant. They won't do it.
I want to pull up Tim's comment of calling Funko crap. Because I remember him calling them
it's still
specifically crap.
But if they make them if they utilize them in a game,
right,
then it becomes way cooler. Now, please release a Final Fantasy set. Have they done that?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, if you're listening to it
actually,
still...
there was for 15. I think they did some for 15.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, it would be so cool. As a matter of fact, let's just do it. Let's just make it.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, send it to them. We'll draft it up.
We drafted it up. But, like, they could partner with, what's that game? Oh, man. The arena game with the super chibi looking dudes. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think about what the name is.
I lied. There's a cloud.
Oh, there's a cloud?
Yeah. They got like super chibi versions. A Sephiroth. They do have some of the ones from Kingdom Hearts too, which those aren't. I mean, they're Final Fantasy, but
right, but not
their names. Mm-hmm. They got the names different.
Crossmaster Arena. So they could take Crossmaster Arena, license out the actual mechanics of it because it's super simple, and just apply new cards for all the Funko Pop models, and you immediately have
game done.
Thousands of them, thousands. And you know what? People are gonna buy them because it's like, whoa, I really like how Dude and Doctor Who works out at this game.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, who would not like that massive amount of mashup? So
they've got more than I thought.
Do they?
Yeah. I've never seen these.
Maybe they weren't released in America. Maybe they're more Japanese.
Possibly. Because actually, I think I just saw another article that said, like, I think the only Funko store is in Los Angeles. And I'm guessing the original one is in Japan. Because there's only 2 in the world.
Well, Eric, this next bit of news is kind of for you. They have Patchwork Doodle.
Oh, Doodle.
The roll and write Doodle game based in the Patchwork universe. This is off of DicetowerNews.com. But basically, each player gets a sheet of paper with plans, a pen, and a random start card, which depicts one of 10 different puzzle pieces. And over the course of 3 rounds, puzzle cards are drawn, then laid in the center circle, or in a circle between all the players. After each round, dice is rolled. The players move a bunny character. Bunny characters over the laid out cards until it lands on a number of steps, as indicated by the dice. That card is removed, and players draw puzzle shapes based on what the card was and stuff. And then basically you just have graph paper and you're filling in the squares with puzzle pieces. So, seems kind of neat. It looks cool.
I'll try it.
Yeah. They have, Forbes did a 30 amazing board games not to miss in 2019, based off, I think,
Forbes.
On Forbes.
Wow.
This is based off the New York Toy Fair, stuff that was there. And they've got, Disney's Villainous. They have Trellis, Photosynthesis, Ship Shape, which actually looks really cool. Just looking at it. Clever competitive shape matching puzzle game with a smuggling theme. Space Escape, Planet. Some of these I haven't really heard of. Zombie Kids, Beagle or Bagel. It really is beagles laying in a circle, or it's a bagel.
All right.
Oh, well, anyway, and then so it has like 30 different games. This one's for you, Eric, since you like ramen. Ramen Fury.
I've seen a lot about that one.
Actually, as a matter of fact, didn't you put this on your Essen
I did.
list?
It looks awesome.
Yeah. So, Stuffed Fables. I mean, some of these games have been around, but 30 games, I'm going to look through those and see. Lastly, we have Volition. This is from digitaltrends.com, and it's a blockchain-powered collectible card game that you print at home.
God.
I ran into Eric at Goodwill, out of all places, randomly. And I was telling him about this, but basically they took the blockchain idea, algorithm creation stuff from Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, and they applied it to a card game. The guys who designed this are the guys who led up the Spoils card game. And it basically says in this article, imagine a world where card gaming didn't involve shipping millions of cards over the world, where cards could be downloaded and printed at home, and ownership was maintained by a ledger accessible and readable by every player. It basically...
As a blockchain, yeah.
Yeah, as a blockchain, you own a glyph, which tells you own a copy of that card. And then you can have professional printers print it, or you can print it from home and play it, and you put your glyph on there. So in casual play, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
But in tournament play, they're going to check all your glyphs, like your basically QR code type of deal, to make sure you own every card in your deck. So that's interesting.
And then you have to mine the cards. I'm not sure if you actually mine certain cards, or you get like I think they said like a pack of cards or something. So you have your computer mine for packs of cards, or you can buy them from other people that mine cards or packs of cards.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting. His quote from the video says, "You mine or purchase booster packs from others who have mined them. Pick your cards, build your deck, print them out from a PDF that will be generated." So if you can't print on demand, you can print it from like other people and stuff. Yeah.
Or print at home.
Print at home, yeah. So, yeah, each one will have a QR code on it, basically. That tells the ownership of the card. interesting. I don't know.
Unless the game is like super, super good. I don't see this one lifting off the ground, but
there'll be a small cult following that will do it. And
sure.
I don't know. Maybe I'll like set up a computer and see what happens just to get some cards.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, I'm not playing tournaments, so I might as well just download the whole set and print them all out. Try it out. I don't know. But it's called Volition if you're interested. All right, so I moved this because I forgot to talk about it last week, but the Humble Bundle plug, I'm going to start doing before we do the topics in the game. So if you are a fan of the show and you want to help us out, you can visit MeepleCore.com, click on our orange link in the middle that says Humble Bundle Partner Link. That will take you to humblebundle.com. If you're not familiar, this is where you can buy bundles of Steam games. They have Nintendo Switch games on there now. They have PlayStation 4, Android. I don't think they've ever had iOS games. They've also got audiobooks and actual books, comics, technical manuals, all kinds of stuff. They have all kinds of bundles. Just to highlight one of the bundles that they have going on right now that you can check out and what it's about. You basically buy it in a 3-tier system. You pay what you want. First tier usually being whatever you want to pay. The second tier being kind of the average of what people do pay. And then the third tier is usually $12 to $15. So for $15, you can buy the Horus Heresy book bundle. You get 20 plus books plus 4 audiobooks for $15. If you're a fan of the Warhammer universe, the Horus Heresy is probably one of the most iconic timelines of the game. And this is like all of it in one package, basically. So $15, you get all that. That's amazing. While you're there, you can check out the other sales and stuff like that. If you play video games, they have tons of those. They have video game bundles. Everything you purchase will give us a kickback. Does not cost you anything extra. And everything you purchase from there also helps charity and the developer and publishers and stuff like that. You get to choose based on these sliders. So check that out. Go to MeepleCore.com. Click on our orange link that says Humble Bundle Partner Link. And awesome. So we got 3 games on this episode. We have The Mind, Nuts So Fast, Champions of Hara. So the first game we're going to talk about is The Mind.
Designed by Wolfgang Warsch. Artist is Oliver Frudenreich, and it's published by 10 people. So look behind you and see which version we played.
Pandasaurus Games.
Pandasaurus Games.
So basically, The Mind, you're probably already familiar with this. Mm-hmm. This was a Spiel des Jahres nominee. Did it win? No, it did not win. What did win? I totally forgot what won.
I don't remember.
Well, prepared. It was going up against Luxor in another game, which I believe is the other game that won.
The other game won because, we talked about this not that long ago because we thought Luxor did.
Yeah. Well, Eric's going to look it up.
Was it Azul?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. Eric's going to look up just in case. But the way The Mind plays is it's kind of like a activity, but it is a game. So you got a deck of 100 cards. It's simply the numbers 1 through 100. And depending on the number of players, you're going to play through so many stages. And for instance, in a 4-player game, you play to stage 8. And there are cards that represent how many lives you have, basically how many mistakes you can make. And you have shurikens, which will allow you to do a special ability, which we'll talk about. In stage 1, each player is going to get 1 card. Stage 2, each player is going to get 2 cards, 3 cards, etc., up until 8. With a 4-player game, you get 8 cards apiece. The name of the game is you cannot talk, you cannot communicate, you can't do anything. It simply is you need to play all these cards in sequential order of the cards that you have on the table. So if Matt puts down an 8, then we wait, we look at each other, I might put down the 15. And we look at each other, maybe Eric throws down the 32. You keep doing that until all the cards out of all the players' hands have been played. If there's ever a mistake, so say Eric puts down the 32, but really Matt had the 25, then we stop. All the cards that are below 32, which is the current card that Eric played, get removed from the game, basically, or put out in front of you, and you lose one of your lives. And you keep going. You don't reset that round. And you, at any point, one player can raise his hand, and if everybody does so, it triggers a pause, and you use one of your shurikens, and everybody discards the lowest card in their hand, which gives you some information. You play round 1, you clap your hands that you survived, and you play round 2, realize you're not good at the game, and then you play round 3, and you keep going. So that's pretty much the game. It's super simple. It's interesting when I tell people this game, because then you don't play games, and you're like, well, by the way, you can't talk. What? Mm-hmm. You can't communicate. What? You can't do anything. You can't show your cards, whatever. So what did you think about this, Eric? We'll start with you.
No, I didn't mind it. I do feel like it's more of a, I don't know, something you do together versus
like an activity.
Yeah, instead of a game. I think it is has low complexity. It's cheap. It's portable. So all that is kind of going for it. It is fun to do. I have a good time doing it. You can play most anywhere. It doesn't take a lot of space to play.
It's a very small deck. Yeah.
Yeah, you can play with most anybody too. The complexity is rather low. So, I like it. You do inadvertently have some communication just by, I'm waiting, you're waiting. Okay. They don't have a real low card.
That's true. And then I guess every time I play it, somebody mentions, why can't we just count in our heads? And I don't think that really works. I mean, I guess you could.
You kind of do count, but we're all going to count in a different way.
It's more of anticipation.
Right.
So you're like, all right, I played the 5. I play it real fast because obviously it's a very low card, whereas I'm not going to play the 99 until, I'm pretty sure everybody's cards are in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think, Matt? Because this is the first time you played them, right?
I did not care for this at all.
Yeah. I do see that as going to be quite contrasting. There's going to be a lot of players that either like it a lot, it's fun for them, or they're going to be like, oh man, why does anybody like this game?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we didn't do good.
No.
That has nothing to do with it. I just, playing the game, and even if you do count, okay, so say everybody is counting, there's always that big hesitation, like everyone's looking, and you're kind of like putting your hand out a little bit. Well, if people are still counting, that completely gets everything off, because now...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond that, though, how do you... Are you going to sit there and deduct every card?
I think it's kind of a luck of the draw.
It's kind of like a guess and a luck-based kind of thing on if you're in the right spot or not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, up until later in the game when you have like 6 and 7 or 8 cards or whatever, but at the beginning, it's like, what happens if one round I draw a 24 and you draw a 25?
Right, that's what I was going to say.
And that's kind of what happened to us.
Right.
That's the only real big pitfall of the game, is going to be a really luck-based. And when the cards are so close together, if I have a 4 and you have a 20 and Matt has a 35 or 50 or something, it's going to kind of be easier, but it's going to be really hard and really luck-based when I have a 24, you have a 25, Matt has a 26.
Yeah.
It's like...
I mean, I guess at that point you can kind of, if everybody's really hesitant and they're waiting,
mm-hmm.
just do a shuriken. Because there are, in the future stages, you do get more lives, like for completing it,
mm-hmm. or
a shuriken for completing it. So,
and that does give you information there.
Right. So it's interesting because I heard about it during Gen Con, or before Gen Con, when it was making the big splash.
I thought it sounded cool when you talked about it.
Right. And then we played it. We played it at Gen Con a few times, and it's kind of like, first off, it was impossible because we did play it wrong the first time.
Initially, right.
But the times after that, we played it right, which basically when we failed that whole stage and we started over.
Mm-hmm.
We lost a life and started over. Mm-hmm. We were playing in hardcore mode at that point, but I mean, still the same feeling. It was only that one time. But at first I was like, what? So then we played it again. We actually had somebody from Pandasaurus explain it to us, even though it's not a complicated game. But if the rulebook's not in front of you, you just take other people at Gen Con's word for it, apparently.
Right.
And so we played it a few more times, and it's kind of like, it was cool, but it is, I feel like almost a flash in a pan, sort of. Like, I do enjoy it, but I probably wouldn't play it with it, even though it would benefit me to play it with the same people a lot, because I feel like you would get on the same mindset,
right.
The mind. But I do want to play it with people who never played it. It's a cool experience, but then you're done.
Right, yeah. Well, also say, I totally forgot.
Well, I'll chip in. I will say that even we've talked about this in the past, but did you look up who won the Spiel of Hara? Was it Azul?
Oh, it was Azul.
All right. First off, it does not compare as a game to Azul or Luxor. It is not in the same playing field. It should not have been nominated for this type of award.
I agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a crap game. I actually enjoy it. I bought it, obviously, even after I've played it. So $10, it's super affordable. I'm glad it's in like Walmarts and Targets now because it's an appropriate game for a mass market for sure.
For mass market, great game for people to kind of get introduced to, new games out there.
Yeah.
I will also say, I remembered it now.
I think we kind of
gamered it a little bit. I mean, we didn't gamer it, but we did come up with a gamer strategy on it. It's not even really a strategy, but what you could do. using the rules that are there is you can just play one really high card and yeah, just discard all the low cards.
Yeah,
like it doesn't prevent that in the rules, but I would say
spirit of the game.
Spirit of the game is not really what you're supposed to do.
Right, yeah. So, like, if you're on stage 8, just play the 100 or 99, and then all the cards below it, gone.
Right, cost you 1 life.
Now, somebody's going to point out something that I did not read, but whatever. I mean, it's like 2 pages. So, if I missed it, then it's a very small blurb. But it just seems like if there was a mistake, you play all the cards below it are removed.
Yeah, well, just one way to fix it is, you lose a life for every card that you misplayed underneath of it.
Well, I don't know about that because you could.
That would be insane.
That would be insane. You might as well just, because like if you play the 30 and then everybody else has like 24, 26, and 28.
Yeah.
You're not going against the spirit of the game, but you're getting heavily punished at that point for no reason.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Get more lives.
Yeah. Or maybe maybe a life for every increments of 10. So if you play the 40, like if you discard a card that's in the 30s, you lose a life. If you discard a card that's in the 20s, you lose a life. To detract from the ability to play the 99, and then everybody's cards are discarded from their hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's in the FAQ.
It probably
is. It probably is actually in the rulebook. I just missed it. I don't know. But it seems like you could game it like that, and you should not, because, like I said, it is more of an activity, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's neat. It's neat. It's neat to start. We haven't got to this point, but it would be neat to see us like blast through it. Be like,
we know how to do this now.
Yeah. So, and I just keep playing it with different people. So I haven't played it with the same group of people enough to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. It's definitely it's an interesting experience. Although I will say that they should combo this with the game.
Yeah.
Because the same company published it, and it uses
the same company?
Literally the same cards. So
cards 1 through 100. I think the game uses a couple other cards that aren't in here, but you can proxy them.
Well, you could probably just proxy them with the life and the stage cards.
Yeah. Or stage cards.
Or the shurikens or whatever. I don't think there's that many cards more than what.
No, I've probably the same amount of cards, but they don't. Oh wait, they don't have the same. All the same cards.
Right, they don't have all the same cards, and obviously if you just type in the game, it is not a good search.
You have to scroll down.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be able to find this. The game.
It's a rapper. It's life. Street Life. It's all kinds of stuff.
I'm in on Board Game Geek. It's like hundreds of like the game of life, the card game. It's like everything comes up. Yeah, the game has, what is this? 100 cards. I can't see where it says what it comes with. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I do recommend the Mind just because it's cheap, it's accessible, you can play with anybody. Although I don't think everybody's going to walk away blown away from their seat or anything.
Right.
So, cool. Anything else before we move on?
Nope.
No.
Not interested, Matt.
Nope.
All right. That's the Mind. The second game on this episode that we're going to cover is Nuts So Fast.
Designed by Jeff Lay, the artist is Chris McCoy, and published by Smirk and Laughter Games.
All right, so while you're laughing at the name, let me tell you about the theme of the game, which is probably not as jovial as you were imagining. But basically, you've got these big chunky pieces of food nuts on the table. They're kind of chalky feeling. I don't know really what they're made out of, but they feel like big blocks of chalk, but they don't rub off.
Huh. I would assume they were wood.
Like you can rub the nuts, but nothing comes off. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess they're painted wood. They're wood, whatever. So you got a bunch of nuts, and depending on the number of players, you put in so many of those. There's different types of nuts or whatever. You got a deck of cards that you evenly deal out to each player. They're going to put a stop the time card or whatever on the bottom of the deck. And then the idea is the cards above that are, just the cards you're playing with, but the cards that you have for points go underneath of it. There are 3 things off to the side that represent the different, what are they called? Like motions?
Motions, yeah.
Yeah. So like if a number 2 comes out, you're going to do like put a little L on your forehead. Or if like number 3 comes out, you might
touch your shoulders.
Your shoulders. And basically, if you're the last person to do this action, this physical activity action, then you suffer the penalties. So what you're trying to do is it's a speed game, but one player goes and they're going to flip out the top card. and then they're going to flip out the second card. And at any point, it could cause a trigger and people grab stuff. I'm going to get some of these wrong, but essentially I think it's if there's 4 of a kind of one nut, then you want to grab that nut. And there's always musical chair style stuff, so there's one less nut of that type than the number of players. So in 4 players, there's only 3 walnuts. So if 4 walnuts show up on cards of that one player, so that one player has 2 cards in front of them, if at any point there is only 4 walnuts, you want to grab a walnut and not be the last person. Because if you are the last person, you basically take all the cards in front of the player who is flipping cards and you put them underneath your scorecard. It's like golf. You want the least amount of points at the end. If at any point there are 2 sets of 4
or 7
of one kind, you grab the almond.
That's right.
Yeah. It's been a couple weeks now, and I remember it was...
Oh, the almond is super OP.
It is super OP. Yeah, but
you remove all the cards underneath your stack and add it to, or, you know, your score stack.
You subtract to 0.
Yeah, you go back to 0.
Yeah. And then, what was the other ones?
Oh, the pistachio.
The pistachio, yeah. So basically, if there is 4 pistachios, you grab the pistachio. There's only 1 of those. Mm-hmm. And then...
you get to choose where it goes.
Correct. You get to basically choose who suffers the cards that were face up in front of the player flipping them. You take those cards and give them to somebody.
Right.
At any point, there could be 1, 2, or 3 that comes out, just a big blue number. And then you got to do that action on whatever cards are off to the side. Like, you know, put your fist up in the air or cover your one eye or, you know, clap your hands together, things like that. You play until one person has revealed their time's up card, basically. And then that round ends. There's fur floating around my mic. Anyway, that round ends. And then you count up your points and you record it. You play 3 games. Whoever has the least score at the end of the game is the winner. Mm-hmm. I didn't miss anything, right?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So, Matt, did you demo with this?
I did not play this. No.
Gotcha. So, Eric, what did you think of it? Actually, you know what? First off, have you seen anything about it?
No, I mean, it sounds frantic, like most of those kind of games. It sounds fun.
Do you like those speed kind of like reaction games like that?
I'm okay with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hate them, but they're usually, they kind of feel the little bit of, you know, just for a little bit, and then I'm done. I'm like, okay, I don't need to do that.
All right, I played this. All right, let's move on to something meaty. So what did you think, Eric?
So it's not my favorite type of game, but it probably ranks up there on this type of game. So the items that you're picking up, they're really chunky, which is helpful. If you're going for something really small, you know, that might cause more issues, more clawing on your hand. But you'll get clawed. You might suffer some injuries, but I like the artwork. I like the big chunky components. I overall like the game. I didn't prefer the 3-round thing. I don't like how games do 3 rounds of doing the same thing.
Did it seem long, or just because it was essentially
long.
like 3 games?
Right. Yeah, I'd rather just play one longer session of, you know, 1 round in this type of game than doing it 3 times. For one of the reasons, you kind of know everybody's score, and then you're like, well, you know, I got 0 score this round, so if you're going to give away any points, you're going to give them to me.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I think it ends up getting slightly repetitive by the end of the 3rd round. Maybe 2 was okay. Either way, though, I agree with you. In the realm of these quote-unquote jungle speed style games,
yeah,
this was probably in my top 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually liked it quite a bit.
I like there's another game like this, which is more like Spoons, I guess, and I don't remember the name.
Splash?
Yeah, Splash. I like Splash just because of the goofy little dolphins.
That game was fun.
It was fun, yeah, but you're grabbing like dolphins and go squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
Now, is this better than your Barnyard game?
Barnyard. The Barnyard is different. It's not really.
Yeah, I think that one's like really that was like more memory.
Yeah, that's more of a memory aspect to it.
We wasn't grabbing at stuff.
We were. No, you had to say something. I believe now, like you're hiding you have to say quack. If
I'm thinking we were grabbing because we did have like little toys or whatever. Okay,
yeah,
right. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, Eric, what would you compare it like Ghost Blitz? Yeah,
right. Yeah.
How would you compare it to that?
It's comparable to Ghost Blitz. Ghost Blitz is also more. You know, it's the same thing. It's kind of a speed game. You're looking at a card and determining what's missing.
But it has that that Stroop effect where it's like you look and it's like the color is different than the shape, and you have to like decipher it. Whereas this is straight up, if there's 4 of an icon.
Right. So I would say it's less mind-burny than something like Ghost Blitz.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I kind of like this a lot. I mean, the only thing I don't like about it, the name is just silly.
Yeah. I mean, whether, I guess it depends on who you're playing with. It adds to it in some scenarios. And
it definitely fits a Smirk and Laughter style because the name is funny, although I don't know. I mean,
all the kids can't figure out why all the parents are laughing so much.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. There's a lot of very silly jokes. I don't know. I guess it is kind of fun, but whatever. I get it. Not so fast. Yeah. I get it. But I do like the components. They're awesome. It's super, super well made. And the cards, I mean, they're not thin and cheap. I mean, everything. I don't know. I liked it a lot. And then, I'm not a huge fan of the front of the box having the window cut out.
Oh, I do not like the window.
Yeah, I don't like the window. I understand that marketing wise, it does well because you show off the components in the store, people in post-bot or whatever. So mass market style marketing, it works.
Although in this game, it does have places where you put everything.
Yeah,
which is
injection mold thing is awesome. When we were demoing it, one of the girls that was showing us the game, I can't remember her name now. I apologize if you hear this later on, but she suggested doing it to where you play with the pieces upside down. And as a matter of fact, after we played this a couple times, I totally forgot about that until afterwards when we were making these show notes. Yeah. So I really wish we would have gotten to test that, but that's a cool variant because basically the nut pieces are only printed on one side, but if you flip them over, you see the shape. But out in the middle of the table is just a big cluster of shapes.
Yeah.
So you just have to...
just white shapes.
Yeah. It's still easy to identify them, but I think in the heat of the moment, it might be a little bit...
Right.
Confusing.
Of course, because you kind of go... you always have like one in mind. You see 3 walnuts out there, you're like, all right, if I see 1 walnut on this next card, I'm going to go for that walnut.
That one walnut, yeah.
But that's the only one you're kind of triggered on.
Which is
hilarious.
If you
miss that one... You have to kind of scan the table real quick and find that second one.
I always go after the piece that's not close to me.
as a backup?
No. I tried to go after a piece that's in front of the player that I know was doing the best. I don't know if you caught on to that.
No, okay.
Yeah. Because that's the one they're going to go after, and what way to screw them out of points by grabbing theirs.
Right.
So.
That's probably a good idea.
Anyway, I think that if you're a fan of these speed games like Jungle Speed and Ghost Blitz, this ranks up there for me.
Yeah.
It ranks up there a lot. So, anyway, does it interest you, Matt, at all?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Maybe we'll play it Friday if we have enough people. we'll have plenty of people if we have enough at the time. So, anyway, that is Nuts So Fast. And the last game we have for this episode of the MeepleCore podcast is Champions of Hara.
Designed by Walter Barber, Ian Van Nest, and Andrew Zimmerman. The artist is Stephen Gibson, Hannah Kennedy, and Jason Piperberg. Published by Greenbrier Games.
Cool. And basically, we've talked about Champions of Hara when the Kickstarter was going on because Greenbrier had sent us the Kickstarter version of the game or prototype or whatever, Kickstarter prototype. And now they've sent us the actual copy of the game, and we've played it a bunch of times, and we're going to talk about our thoughts on it. And so to quickly go over the rules, I'm not going to cover everything because there's a lot of rules. It's not unnecessarily to talk about all of them. But essentially, it is a game that is, you could play it PvP, you could play it PvE. The way the game actually works, if you want to play the full experience, you play through a story arc where all the players play PvP at first. The player who wins the PvP match then gets to pick one of the scenarios for the character that they pick. And then you play through that and beat it or whatever. So it goes from PvP to PvE. We kind of did that, but not really. We ended up picking a scenario that didn't have anything to do with the character who won, but whatever. Or at least that time that we played. And then, the other times we have played this, it's just one-offs, which it says in the book you can do.
Right.
So I actually think that's better, but we'll come to all that. We'll come to that in a minute. So in Champions of Hara, basically each person gets a character. The character will have a set of cards. You have a yellow card that everybody has. It's called Dash. It allows you to move. And then you have a red, blue, and a green card. The idea behind the game is you're trying to run around on this hexagon grid. Basically, it's a bunch of worlds that are stitched together. And it looks like a honeycomb. So it's like in the middle honeycomb, you put a deck of cards. And then there's in the middle hexagon, you put a deck of cards. And then there's hexagons all around it. That represents one world. And then you put 6 of those together around one big thing that's the dojo. So it's a big hexagon grid, so to speak, but, every couple of spaces it's a deck of cards for that world. And then those cards are going to be flipped out on top of the different spaces around that world to show that there's events going on there or there are monsters to fight. On your turn, players are going to take a turn and then, excuse me. Well, so you play over a course of days, right? There's 6 days to the game. Each one has a dawn and a dusk. In the dawn, basically, you're going to flip over the top card of each world. Well, not flip it over, but you're going to put the top card of each world into the slot number 1 to represent that it's day 1. And this is going to be either an event or a monster. If it's an event, it's face down. If it's a monster, it's face up. So the event, you don't know what's going to happen when you land on it, but the monster, you know what you're going up against. Then each player is going to get a turn in turn order, and you are simply going to have 3 actions or activations, rather. An activation is basically playing a card from your hand, but each card also has a on-board effect, meaning that if you play it from the board, so you play it out of your hand, it goes to the board. You can only use each card once each round, so you're done with that card for right now. Well, on my future turn, I can play a card that's on the board and then bring it back to my hand. Usually that effect is more powerful than the card that you play from your hand. You get 3 actions, essentially. So I can play a card to move. I can play a card to do some damage. I can play another card that does some damage and moves me away, or whatever the case may be. And then at the end of the rounds, if you are playing PvE, the bad guy gets to do stuff. And then you're done with that. The first part of a day, you go on to the dusk, in which there's a dusk deck, and you will roll the number of players plus 1. That's how many cards are going to come into play. There's a die that represents all 6 of the worlds. So you roll it. Maybe the red world gets the first card in space number, roll a die, 3. So you're going to put a dusk card in that world at space 3. You do that like 5 or 6 times, or 4 or 5 times, depending on the number of players you're playing. So cards are going to be completely filling up all these spots in the grid of hexagons, and you're going to run around and try to complete them. You can close rifts. You can do events. Most of the events have like a check that you do. You have a health stat and a spirit stat. When you do a check, it'll say like you need a 6. So you roll a D6, and then you get to spend spirit to offset the difference if you didn't get it. Some of the events make you spend the spirit first and then roll a die. So it's like a gamble. It'll give you things. And the primary reason you're doing all this is because you have 3 energy bars, red, blue, and green. And the different monsters and the different scenarios in closing rifts are all going to give you energy. And in a PvP, what you want to do is get all 3 of those to 10 and then get back to the dojo and you win the game. In PvE, there's a lot of different scenarios. There's like, if I had to guess, there's at least 12 to 15. I can't remember exactly, but I think there's 6 characters, and each character has like 2 scenarios at least. So it's at least 12, and I think there's a couple more than that maybe. But basically, it has its own win conditions. A lot of them will say that you need to have max energies, all 3 energies, and then do something to the boss or whatever. There's a lot of different scenarios. All the scenarios are rated for different amount of players. So there's some 2+, there's some solo. Not that many solos, but there's a lot of 2+, obviously. And then there's 3 different main bad guys. They're called Corrupted, right? Yeah, they're called Corrupted. Mm-hmm. They used to be called Afflicted, I think, in the prototype. The Corrupted, they're huge, chunky models. They're 3 to 3.5 inches tall. They're really cool. And they have like this huge card that tells you how they react. Or how they act. And basically at the end of a day, or at the end of the player's actions, the boss will go, you roll a die, and it simply chooses one of the 3 behaviors that they have. So it's like it rolling a D3. You do move 1, 2, or 3, and they act differently for each of the bosses or Corrupted. And then it depends on the scenario you're playing, but you finish the scenario, you beat the game or whatever. There is a little bit of progression. We did not do this at all, but some of the progression is, I also should mention that each character gets an ultimate ability once they hit 10 of their primary color. So the character that I like to play, well, the second character that I like to play is Leaf. And he has green energy, like that's his primary. So when he hits 10, I get his ultimate. But everybody has like passives and stuff like that you can get. But the idea is you play through a story arc, you complete that scenario, it unlocks your passive ability, and now you can play the game with that character's passive. There's nothing that stops you from just including the passives. If you're playing PvP, everyone really needs to have it, I guess, or not has it. But other than that, you can just do whatever you want. You just play a scenario, you can play a story arc, which brings us to the point where we are going to say play one game, not necessarily a story arc unless you have a lot of time, because it is a rather lengthy game. It's like, it says 30 minutes per player. So if you're doing a story arc with 4 players, it's like 6 hours or
more.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Probably about 6 hours, I would say. It's rather long, but, I don't know. Let's take a vote. PvE or PvP?
Well, we know the answer to this.
The answer is PvP. I'm sorry, PvE. Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think any of us really cared for the PvP at all.
Did you two? I tried to think of this. Why?
Like, why do it?
Why? What's wrong with it's the same game?
Well,
but what is the difference to make us not like it?
The boss.
The boss. That's what I was wondering. The boss.
The only difference is well, you take out the P versus P, where really the only reason you're gonna kind of go after each other is if you see someone low and you're just going in there, last hitting them, getting their 2 energy, and they lose 2 energy. They go back, they respawn, so they don't get a big detriment, but you lose the big aspect of more puzzly working together to defeat this boss and kind of working that out together.
Right. I did kind of liken this game slightly to Mage Knight in the idea of you have like a small amount of cards, but like 50 million things you could do. Because you're like, I could go over here and not as much as Mage Knight, but it is still a lot of options.
Because you want to maximize your turn.
You want to maximize your turn, yeah. Because if you just move 2 spaces and do nothing, it does not feel good. But if you move 2 spaces, kill a dude, open a rift portal, and then move away, I mean, that so much stuff just happened. But you have to plan it out in the right way, and all the characters have their different specials. Like Thomas has those runes, and like his abilities can be powered by those runes, but they're hard to get back. Whereas like Leaf had, I drew a blank. What did I have? Momentum. Yeah. So when I got momentum, certain cards became free because, I have a lot of momentum. So I've got, it built up or whatever. Usually it's like movement and stuff like that, or I can heal. So I thought that was really cool. Some of the other characters have pets and stuff.
No, all the characters are great. They all seem completely different from each other.
Yeah.
Which it might take you a little bit to find a character you like. Like I did not like, was it James? Is that the steampunk guy that I just played? Thomas. Yeah. I did not care for him. The 2 characters I played before with the pets, though, I really enjoyed both of them. So
yeah, I like Thomas. I probably should have moved away from him instead of playing him a bunch of times, but he's good in PvE. I did not like him so much in PvP. Like, I felt like his abilities are really cool because one of the things is in the game, you can, when it's not your turn, like I can move up and try to fight this guy, but I can ask for assistance from somebody else and I can give them one of my activations because maybe I don't have a damage card to activate for my 3rd card. But Thomas is usually, if you keep him in the right positioning, he's somewhere he can shoot. He's basically Mega Man, steampunk Mega Man.
Yeah.
So it's good. But I did like Leaf better, even though he does not really have any range. He's like usually hitting in the space he's in or 1 space away. Not that Thomas has a lot more than that, but I mean, it felt like he did.
Yeah, he was 1 or 2, and I think you could do the rune thing to get 3.
Yeah. So as you're playing the game and you get your energy, if you reach 5 of a color, you get to choose, each character has 2 red, 2 blue, and 2 green abilities. So when you hit 5 of a color, you get to choose one of those 2 abilities to include. So it's cool because each character, as you play each game, you can customize slightly as you're playing it.
Right.
Think League of Legends style. That's the easiest way I can kind of recommend it, because each character has its own play style and it's different cards, but you really don't have that many abilities because you only start with 4 cards, and at most you have like 9. You have your 4, you get 4 more, or sorry, you have 4, you get 3 more, which is 7.
And then maybe an ultimate or
and
whatever.
then your ultimate, what is pretty much one shot. So
I would say you can get your ultimate more than once in the game, because you also get it usually on the timeline as well, like end of
Day
Dusk
3.
of 3 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is possibilities of getting it twice.
But to go back to your PvP comment, I feel like when it's a game that's a lot of, I mean, not that this game is a lot of fighting each other, even in PvP, it's a lot of playing the game. It is a lot of capitalizing on people who are low on health. So it's, if you're familiar with League, it's almost like everybody's jungling and waiting, and they're fighting the game and waiting for somebody to be low health and then snipe them like eBay. I don't know.
Basically.
That was like okay to me. Like if we were playing teams, which we haven't done, we have not played teams in this, right?
Not that I remember.
We haven't played teams, and I've never played it 2 players. I think 2 players PvP could be competitive enough.
Sure, it could be.
In teams.
I will also say, not that we did it, but if you keep on bashing it out, then the game could go forever. Because every time you kill your opponent, they lose 2, you get 2, but if they come back, they go back after you. You just keep on bashing it out together.
I guess
you're not going to
so.
get anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if it would ever get down to just that point, unless you're being purposeful.
Right.
But it would be more beneficial to you just to like scare them off and go do something else and wait for them to be low health and then come back.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. So the PvP was okay. I mean, it's interesting that it's in there, and I think that it would be nice to try it 2 players, which we just don't play a lot of 2-player games, first off. So it's not like we go out our way to do it. But I am kind of disappointed we did not try teams. That would actually be kind of neat, because then you could plan a lot of stuff, especially if you played where like your opponent is, or your partner is across the table from you. So there's no secretive stuff. Or it might be cool to be secretive, because then you can gank.
Yeah.
Which is a League term. But the reason I like the PvP or PvE way better is simply for the fact that, one, the scenario adds a lot of differences to the game. The bosses that are in the Corrupted, they have their own unique style. Although I will say the only thing in this is kind of one thing they did in Folklore is that it's not behavioral based abilities. You just roll a die and see which ability happens.
Right.
So each ability has a 33% chance of happening. It would almost be cooler if it had like, I don't know. This isn't really a hit against the game. I'm just saying I really like games like the D&D adventure games where it's like its ability is, say it's an archer, right? If there's anybody real close to it, it's going to run away. If there is a person within 2 spaces of it, it's going to shoot them first. Otherwise, if there's no one within a close distance, it's going to target a healer at a distance away. Right, because it gives them some sort of goal,
right,
and not just randomly trying to do stuff. Although, I mean, the characters in the game, the bosses did actually kind of work pretty well. It just would be nice to be like, oh well, I can't be real close to it because it's gonna do this.
A little bit more dynamic.
Yeah. I mean, you can still kind of randomize it, but it's neat to see that they have some sort of behavioral and not just like doing whatever is fate has them do.
Right.
But otherwise, the scenarios are really different from each other. And I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I would also like to see a couple more different events and actually the events that come out, and also the events that come out on the table as well. Go to them. They're usually you get a certain energy and you have to roll, and they all seem kind of similar. I would like to see a little bit different. Instead of seeing the same kinds of stuff over and over.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I guess that's not like the focus of the game because there's so many events that happens, but it would be cool if there was a little bit differences going on. And
also the game events were really similar as well that came out.
Yeah, it would be cool if the Dusk, or what was it, the world shift deck where like the worlds actually shift around. Those were pretty cool. In PvE or PvP, it really can mess you up because you can be low health and be like right next to the dojo and away from everybody. and then it'll move you real close to everyone else, and you just get ganked and die.
Right.
So that's another reason why I think the PvP was like, it's interesting because it's not like you want to go straight after somebody. You almost just want to be the cleanup crew, run around like janitors, cleaning up people with low health. So I don't know. When I'm coming from a player base that is like highly competitive in War Machine, so I like one-on-one competitive PvP stuff. I'm like when you get into the board games, it's kind of like I really like either the cooperative stuff or the PvP elements aren't so in your face or no, I like in your face, but I don't like the risk style combat where player A fights player B, player A wins, but now has like no army, and the player C comes in and is like, here's my mop. So anyway, what did you all think of the miniatures? Because that's new.
Yeah,
we had standees in the beginning. Yeah,
I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
Miniatures look good. I like the player boards with the inlaid, spots for all your cubes.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a nice little touch. And the fact that the board was two-sided, because I didn't really care for one side, but if you don't like that side, put it on the other one.
Oh yeah, because like one side's really busy, the other side is very just kind of bland,
more muted.
Well, muted, not bland, but I think it looks nice, and you don't really care what's in those spaces anyway. You care about the cards that are sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that.
But the miniatures, yes, very very nice. The corrupted
are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't paint a lot of games, but I'll probably paint this because Ashura. Is that her name? Ashura?
Close enough. It was pretty,
Asura?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. The girl with a big sword, she is awesome. That is probably my favorite miniature out of all of them. And they're all pretty decent. Yeah. But man, she's really cool. Like that could be a League of Legends character right there. It's okay. Once it gets to your dojo. It probably is.
Yeah. Or, kind
of like Riven.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a cool game. It seems like there's a lot of rules, but when you start playing it, it almost seems like it's not really that deep.
It's just a lot of phases, I guess. And kind of like a lot of maintenance kind of deal.
Once you get into it, you don't feel like it's overly complicated or anything, so it runs pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
I will say that I probably do recommend it at 2 or 3 players because just the length of the game for us, it took us a while, so it kind of overstays welcome a little bit because just how long it took us, and that's why I would recommend maybe not for the full 4-player experience.
The times that we have played it with 3, I think I did enjoy more than 4.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, and
you only have 3 actions in your turn, but I guess just because of planning and you're trying to not just plan for this turn, but you have that ability to kind of put down cards or pick up cards and plan for next turn.
And sometimes you are planning and someone takes a guy that you were thinking of going and getting. So you have to replan and everything.
Yeah, that's a big thing about playing with 4 players is so much could change by the time it's your turn that you're just like, I don't even feel like figuring this out until it's my turn.
To me.
Right. Whereas in like Mage War or Mage Knights, you might be on a different route than somebody else and there's like no way people are going to interfere with you. So you can plan out your turn and you almost need that much time to plan your turn. And it just sucks when you're playing Champions and you're like, I'm going to do this and this. And then the other players move around and kill it.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the combat?
Combat for the monsters?
No, for the player combat. Against
player
the
versus player?
So just to detail it real quick. Well, yeah, so just to detail it, basically at the end of your turn, if you're anywhere near the range of a monster's card, it's going to hit you for straight damage. You just move your health marker down. On your turn, when you're moving around, you're actually going to spin your activations to play cards to do damage to it. It has a health amount. If you do that much health, it dies.
All right. It's all deterministic where you know exactly what you're going to hit it for.
Exactly. There's no random rolls and stuff like that for the combat. And they have abilities, and I think the abilities by far, even though there's only 5 abilities, they work out really well.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. Aggressive just allows you to, like, if you move on top of it, it just instantly does damage to you. Whatever the one that does the parting blows. Which
dangerous.
Dangerous. I just kept calling it parting blow because I thought it was cool. So if you kill it, it does its damage to you. There is
armored.
Yep, armored, so you can't hit it at ranged unless you have to be on top of it.
And there is crit.
Oh yeah, crit. That was actually cool. The way they utilize it on certain cards, where it's like I do no damage, but if I hit my crit, the person to your right basically just rolls a d6. If you roll a 5 or 6, their crit happens.
Mm-hmm. Usually it's additional damage, or it might do something else. One of them actually
healed.
Right, it actually benefited you.
Yeah. And so once you do the combat and you kill a character or whatever, some of them will give you items. And this is a really cool part of the game.
I did like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But a part that gets sad after a while, too, because, like, the deck is labeled on the backsides 1 through, like, 30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so you kill a guy, you get item number 15, and you bust out, you're like, yes, this is cool. So it's, like, determined items for the characters.
Right.
But if you are familiar with them...
You'll learn them after a while, probably.
Yeah, you'll learn them.
I don't see that as a bad thing necessarily. You're
well,
like, I want to go get
I
this
think Tim just like
guy.
the surprise, though, of seeing it for the first time.
I was kind of talking about, like, if you're playing it with new players and you're doing PvP.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might know exactly what items there are where on the board because the monster gives it.
Do some metagaming.
You can metagame it. Yeah. I mean, I don't...
Like, if I get this thing, it'll go good with this character. Let me just go to that world, run around, try and pull it out real quick.
Yeah. I don't explicitly remembering it saying you can't look through the item deck, but I would assume that you probably don't want to because it is the art of surprise. And it's cool because you look at the character or the monster you're fighting and it usually drops something that's very similar to what it is.
Yeah.
Dude's wielding a big sword. I hope I get that big sword.
Right.
So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, highly recommend it. I recommend it if you are a fan of MOBA style games. I think it does have that MOBA feel as a board game to a degree. So if you like that kind of style, or the crazy stupid word Ameritrash, if you like the Ameritrash style combat games, this is definitely really good. It has a little bit of Euro combat because you're not rolling dice and stuff, but it is like a very cool what kind of game is this? What would you classify it as?
Oh, it's definitely a mix. I actually wouldn't say it very...
It's not like dudes on the map or anything, but it's like...
very Ameritrashy because it's not really luck-based. You already know everything you're going to
there's like almost no luck in the game.
Mainly just the story fluff. I think it's the more Ameritrash part of it.
That's true.
If anything.
Yeah.
Story and theme.
I don't read story too much, so I apologize to people who are looking for a good story here. There is some story in the book, and they have an art book for the game that has a lot more story, I think, for each character and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much more in detail it goes. I don't think it does go into super detail on each character and everything, but...
Well, I think a lot of people also compared it to like Arkham Horror type of, you get that backstory and you're working through a campaign. So you get a lot of stories between all your missions.
People compared it to Arkham Horror?
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
In that aspect, at least.
Oh, okay. I see.
In that story aspect. In the campaign
I will say that
of it.
It's interesting they have a little bit of campaign stuff going on. It would have been cooler if that was fleshed out even more.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an amazing expansion to have.
Definitely. I would say if they did something like that where, not only did you get another one of your alts or something, or unlocked your passive, but you were able to go through these campaigns and add, substantial cards to your deck already.
Yeah, or actually get gear.
Oh yeah, or get certain
that
gear
you keep from scenario to scenario and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
I think it'd be cool to flesh it out. Regardless, I would like to see if I had to say wishes for an expansion, probably more corrupted. Because I think the corrupted, it kind of reminds me of Legendary, where you have a scenario. I can't remember what they're called in Legendary, but then you have a boss that you're playing against. And like the combination of those two could dramatically change that scenario and how difficult it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I like that idea. So I like that there's scenarios, and some of them require the exact corrupted, but some of them require like you could play with any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you could determine there was a couple of things missing from the rule book. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure that was the one was missing from the prototype, but it was like, where does a corrupted start in play if it doesn't say in the scenario? And I'm pretty sure we had that same question in the prototype, but we just were like, just roll the world dice and we'll put them there.
It worked good enough.
Yeah. Well, then we looked it up and that's exactly how it works out.
okay.
So
Yeah.
it just is not in the book. But otherwise, I think everything, the rule book was pretty decent. Although I will say, okay, look, I do have one gripe about the rule book.
The color scheme
No. Whatever. The front of the book is kind of
muted.
Muted.
And blah.
yeah. I would have liked it to be the front box art or something.
And the back of it looks like a Chinese restaurant menu.
My beef with the rule book is the setup. I did not like how it's laid out. It's all right. Setup. Here's the dojo. Here's 3 paragraphs about what the dojo is. So if you're quickly trying to go back and say, do we start with a Dreamstone? Or whatever.
Right.
Because the first time we played it, since we got when we got the retail copy, I couldn't remember if you started with a Dreamstone after reading the rulebook. And so I was looking through and it's like, where is it? Because like the setup is literally like 8 pages or something. Not really, but
yeah.
I mean, it's
But it's longer than it should have been.
it's not like 1, this, 2, this, 3, this.
Now
4.
you're ready to go. Here's
Right.
what the dojo does.
Yeah, it explains too much, I think. I don't necessarily believe that's a good way to write a rulebook. But other than that, it was fun to read through the rulebook the first time. It's not referenceable, I guess. But please, don't take this as I want you to choose Fantasy Flight's method of ranking rulebooks.
Oh, where you have 2 rule books.
You have rules, and then you have like a reference manual. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't. Not a big gripe. Just the rule book could have been referenced a little bit easier. So when you go back to look at it, or maybe on the back page, have like a quick menu of here's a quick way to set the game up, quick round, layout and stuff like that. So, anyway, I recommend it. It's fun. It's got really cool miniatures.
Yep.
I'm definitely painting that one. Anything else?
No.
No.
It's good.
Cool. And that is Champions of Hara. Oh, by the way, amazing artist. Stephen Gibson is a man. He is literally the man. He does, I think, most of the graphic arts.
Oh,
He did it on Grimslingers, which I think he designed that game too, if I remember correctly.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
And he did all kinds of Greenbrier stuff at this point. I think did he work on Z-Apocalypse? Sorry, Steven. I totally am just off the cuff on this. I've had a baby. It's in 2 months. So I've been totally.
I didn't think he had done that one, but I could be wrong.
No, it doesn't really look like his stuff.
Right.
But
All
I
right.
could be wrong as well.
We like to give credit to artists. So let's look up Champions of Hara. Either way, I love his style.
Yeah.
Love it. I love his graphic art style. It's so good. What was this? Why was there another Champions Hara thing in here? Chaos on Hara. Did I not know about this? Is that an expansion? That's what I'm talking about. It's got miniatures and stuff. I'm going to have to look into that later. Anyway, I definitely recommend Champions of Hara. Final thoughts? Good? Bam?
That's decent.
Cool. More items, campaign mode.
He did folklore also.
Yes! Yeah. That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Champions of Hara. So this next the actual first topic of the episode is our top 5 video game pet peeves. Last episode, we did our top 5 board game pet peeves. And I thought it was appropriate to do our video game pet peeves because I definitely have a few of those. All right. So I guess I'll start. I don't think I've started a top 5 in a while.
Go ahead.
Go.
All right, here we go. That means Eric's got the last one. Now, before we do this, there's a little bit of context. I'm assuming it was just like the board game pet peeves where it is the gameplay or like stuff about the game, not necessarily like the player base and things like that.
Yes, that's how I did it. Uh-oh.
Whoa. Not that I care, Matt. I mean, it's your list. Maybe?
Matt's is all about the players.
All right, we'll see what happens. I can't stand people.
Just one.
I can't stand Xbox Live.
Yeah.
My number 5 is large dead zones in analog sticks. So if you're not familiar, when a game company makes a game that has analog stick controls, usually first-person shooters and stuff like that, they have a dead zone. So when you tilt the analog stick, there is a dead zone where nothing happens until you reach a certain point, and then something starts registering the analog stick motion. So what prompted this again is Halo. I always remembered Halo having this problem.
I never noticed.
Yeah, when you tilt that analog stick, it does nothing
Until a certain point.
Whereas,
I must have just got used to it.
yeah, right. A lot of people are used to it. modern day games don't have as big of a dead zone. And some games actually have options to where you can set the dead zone and like lower it. But I like games where you immediately touch the analog stick and stuff happens. Even if it's like a very subtle movement, and then it's fast when you push it all the way. So that is my thing. Have you ever noticed that, Matt?
Yeah.
Do you hate that?
I think I just get used to it.
That's fair.
Get over it.
I do end up getting used to it, but initially it bothers me every time. So that's why it's in my top 5. But all right, Matt, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is I get tired of crazy long boss fights that are super repetitive and they just seem like you're doing the same thing over, which I guess is, it's just, I don't know. The boss fight, it's not making it more epic,
right?
Just because it's long and repetitive.
Exactly. So I totally agree. It's like, I don't want to do the same thing.
Yes.
Right. Hit him here, hit him here, hit him here. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Hit him here, hit him here, hit him here. Yeah. So you're just doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what? It's interesting because going off of that, Mario Odyssey is kind of the same thing, but it's almost too short. It's like mechanic.
The boss fights are really...
the boss fights are almost like meh.
Actually, did I not write that down?
What games?
No, I think I meant to write and also just anticlimactic.
No, just too quick.
Like
too
it's
easy.
It's the biggest... I've been waiting the whole game to fight this guy and it's like, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all
so you want some Sephiroth battles.
Yeah, to a point.
Of course, Sephiroth is probably long and drawn out for no reason.
Most of those Final Fantasy VII boss fights were. But.
Yeah. So, Eric, what's your number 5?
Number 5 for me is having those mindless achievements or trophies. Get 1,000 kills or find these 100 hidden objects throughout the game. So
you're annoyed on optional content.
Yes.
You don't like trophies?
I do like trophies and stuff. I was like, that's fine, but don't make me spend 20 hours scouring the game.
Oh, yes.
For random hidden objects. If you want to, platinum it or whatever.
Well, what about the Borderlands 1 trophy? Play it with somebody who's played with or play it with a person from Gearbox.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I have that trophy if you need it.
Oh, yeah?
You just have to play with somebody who has the trophy or play with it.
It's kind of like a virus.
Yes.
Like a virus. Okay.
It's basically a virus trophy. There are websites. I guess
that's kind of neat.
It's neat. There's websites out there where you can organize to get it and it organize to help people. Or there's like basically trophy achievement websites where you can organize with other players to actually get trophies and achievements.
You made me think of one, Eric.
No, good.
It's not the same one, but...
My number 4 is scaling of enemies or zones, typically in RPGs, typically in all of Bethesda's games, where it's like, it doesn't matter where you go, it is going to be the level that you are. Hate it.
What do you mean?
Like, for instance, in Fallout or Skyrim or whatever, it doesn't matter where you go. You go find this cave, it is your level. If you don't touch that cave until the end of the game, it is now your level. I like games like World of Warcraft or, like games where it's like, I obviously should not be here right now.
Because this is a noob zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe because it's like, you're fighting in a noob zone. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is awesome. The whole area is like all this like level 6 and 7 and there's a dragon. You're like, what? It's not really a dragon, but idea wise.
Right.
You're like, I'll stay away from that, but I'll remember you're here and I'm going to come back and kill you.
Yeah. You're level 25. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that bother you at all, Matt?
I do miss the old school, like the further you get from home, the more dangerous, it's supposed to get.
Exactly.
I do miss that. Obviously, I love Fallout and Skyrim, and I get what you're saying. I guess I just get over it.
That's fair. All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4.
Has it changed? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I had to redo all my numbers.
Oh.
I made an honorable mention. My number 4 is, where do I go? What do I do? There are times on boards where you're cussing, you're getting so frustrated.
It's like,
and it's usually something simple. You're just overlooking
just something. Yeah.
But yes, just when you hit that weird, like you just hit the wall and you can't figure out what in the world to do to to advance the level or just to get out of a room or
or you don't know to jump up on the platform right above you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's sometimes it's obvious stuff that you're just overlooking because you're getting so frustrated.
I have to go on YouTube or Google it and be like, all right, give me a walkthrough of this level.
And then it's usually a really... that was it?
Yeah. I actually
fair.
have to do that all the time because our kids are going through a lot of the Lego games.
Yes, okay.
And they get stuck and they're like, Dad, help us out. I'm like, all right, I'll figure it out for you. And I can't figure it out. So I'm like, all right, I'll be back. And I have to, Google it and look at a walkthrough or something.
Yeah, because Lego games are essentially like one big long puzzle.
Right.
You're trying to get through, so.
Are they like puzzles? They're not just linear beat stuff up?
They are linear. You do beat stuff, but there are puzzles.
No, it's like most of the game is puzzle-y kind of stuff.
Using the different characters because all the different characters have different abilities
to do stuff, Only this
so you come across a block that only one character can break?
Yes, exactly. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. My number 3 is... Oh, sorry, Eric.
I want to do number 4.
Eric
wants to do number 4.
My bad.
My number 4 is fix save points for checkpoints. The reason I don't like these is because sometimes, you're playing through and you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, someone's calling you gotta go up for dinner, whatever. But you can't, it's like, all right, honey, let me get to the next save point. And, it takes you another 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. So I like games where it just lets you save wherever you're at.
Rest mode.
Yeah.
This is why I like the PlayStation Vita, the PSP, phones, the Switch. Playing, lock the device, walk away. It's right there when you get back.
Right.
Now, obviously if you have to fix save zone and you don't get to one, your battery dies, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But typically it's okay. Or if you're playing iOS, it just happens to restart the game. Because why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me as much, but like nowadays, but back in the day when it's like you're playing old school RPGs or old school like platforming games, there's like a save point every 45 minutes kind of deal. That's problematic.
Yeah.
My number 3 is equipped items still take up inventory space. Why? If I wield a sword, it is no longer my backpack.
That is true.
Is that hard to understand? Does that bother you at all? This is the top 3. This is annoying.
I don't see it in a lot of games, but that would be annoying.
In a lot of games, isn't it in your Galaxy of Heroes game that you always try to get me to play? I'm pretty sure it is. No?
No. I mean...
Oh, no, it's not, actually.
No.
Is it in Skyrim? I think it's in Skyrim, right?
Okay, so if you're
wielding anything, a shield or a sword, it's also taking room in your backpack.
Yeah, you got 50 inventory spaces and 6 characters.
Well, Skyrim goes by weight, so
that's true.
I guess I could see where maybe they say that you are burdened by it.
Yeah.
They do it like
because
that.
you still have it on you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But a lot of games
Did Diablo do it?
No, Diablo has spaces to put items.
Spaces, okay.
There are a lot of games. I'm drawing a blank, but I come across it pretty frequently, where it's like for instance, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius does it. Your inventory has all the weapons, and when you go into your inventory, it says like who it's equipped by. You have 150 spaces, but all 10 items that one dude has is taking up all those 10 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's annoying. Like the character clearly does not. Character clearly has it on him. So whatever. So equipped items taking up inventory.
So it's freed up. That space should be freed up.
Free up that space. If I have 50 items,
that dude's wearing it,
and I wear a helmet, it is no longer my backpack.
What number are we on?
Number 3.
Number 3. This is kind of a 2-part thing, but I cannot stand backtracking, and especially if the game does not give me fast travel.
Whoa! So you don't like Castlevanias or Metroids?
Backtracking?
I feel like you backtrack in those games all the time. Like you go to
2 you did. Castlevania 2. Oh, Metroid, yes, it's annoying.
Yeah, you get a new, you're playing, you're like, I can't get there. When I get high jump, I'm coming back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And not so much that, it's more for like RPGs. Like, I just came from that area and you're going to send me back. It's just pointless like walking back and forth between points.
That's fair. You go to a new area, it gives you all quests for the previous zone.
Yeah, and so it's just when you gotta just go back the way you just came, or just even go to a space that's far away and you're just walking because they just think it makes it more epic of a trail.
Right.
Because
you're putting in
waste your time
effort.
and Dragon Quest. I mean, come on now. Just go, quit. I wish these wolves would quit attacking me. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of the werewolves. Quit attacking me, guys, and the scorpions and stuff.
Yeah, I like
a gold slime. Or silver slime.
I like Dragon's Dogma. It has a little bit of that.
I just bought that.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, please tell me how you like it, because it's fantastic.
I'll play it soon.
Yeah,
but anyways,
top 3 RPGs right there. Like, you play through it, you complete like an entire area, you clear it out, and then they give you like one like kind of minor quest to go back through and do it. But going through the area takes you like 15 minutes. And getting to the area takes you 15 minutes. Getting back takes you the 30 minutes. So it's kind of like, seriously, why couldn't you have given me this quest when I was doing it?
Right.
That's actually one thing I didn't put on here. You go and complete an area, and then it unlocks all kinds of quest hubs. It's like, I just spent a lot of time here.
You're running all around.
Couldn't have just done all this at the same time. But anyway.
Number 3.
I stole Matt's glory.
No.
So number 3 for me is microtransactions, which actually I don't mind in a game that's free, but when I buy a game, I don't like seeing a lot of microtransactions. It's like, all right, if I want this, a certain item or this certain skin, I'm going to have to pay up for it.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't mind cosmetics, but microtransactions on stuff, it's like, buy this damage boost bottle, 50% damage increase for an hour.
For an hour, right.
Really? So you mean I could pay to be better at the game? Awesome. Yep, I'm not a fan of that.
Nope.
My number 2 is weak death penalties.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not
you
saying...
like to get hurt. Like,
no, I like...
You die, you lose stuff.
Let me explain. I don't like overly harsh penalties, but I like penalties that actually gives you some sort of fear factor to the game.
Sure.
Like, for instance, Mario Odyssey. Whatever, I died. Whatever.
Back at the checkpoint.
Yeah, Mario 1, you die 3 or 4 times, you start the game over.
Game over, right.
So there was a little bit more fear factor in the old school Mario games than there are now in the new Mario games. In the new RPGs, especially MMOs, you die. Literally, it means nothing. Oh, you lose 10% durability. Okay, I'll pay the 47 copper out of my 50,000 gold.
The RPGs I played in the past, you lost like...
EverQuest?
10% of your XP or something, and that was like 3 days of grinding.
Yeah. EverQuest was a little bit harsh. You lost...
Even WoW did that, didn't they? 10%?
WoW was... No, you didn't lose any... Unless... I don't remember even vanilla doing that.
I could have swore you lost XP from dying.
You had to run... You lost durability on all your equipped weapons and gear, which means you lose money.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in vanilla?
No, I think I'm thinking of the resting bonus.
But... I don't know.
Where you would get extra 10% for
questing and stuff?
Yeah, for questing and stuff. I think I'm thinking of the other way.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I like resting bonuses. I like rested bonuses. What?
So it is an odd thing to wish for, but I agree. Yeah, so adding a death penalty kind of adds to the game in a way where you're like, all right, I need to not die or do my best.
Yes.
Instead of, whatever, whatever happens.
Right. It gives you an incentive to not do stupid things. Because you're like, whoa. Like in EverQuest, and one thing, all right, so the death penalty was a little harsh. You literally died. You lost literally days of grinding. I'm like, well, you could get res and get the XP back, but you had to know somebody who could do it.
All of it back or some of it back?
You can get up to 90% unless the cleric had their epic weapon, then they can get 96%. So you can get quite a bit of it back, but more importantly, your body is where you died with all your stuff on it.
Right.
You spawn back at your bind point, which could be literally across the entire world, and it might take you an hour, but you can get back to your body.
Yeah. Surrounded by all kinds of stuff that just killed you.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, you want it to not be stupid. Like, for instance, you can go into, zones that were like vertically ascended, and you start at the top, you don't want to just jump off. Like in WoW, I could just be like, meh, we'll see what's down there. Oh, I died. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
So I like a little bit of a fear factor, but not so much that I'm terrified to do things.
Right.
So, like, Destiny is okay in its death penalties. I mean, the lack of that.
None.
The only penalty it has, though, which is cool, is in raids, you can only res each other once.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And then if you all run out of reses and you all die, you wipe.
You start over. Mm-hmm.
You start the fight over. That's cool. I don't mind that because it means I don't want to do dumb stuff to die because I don't want to start this fight over.
Right. And that fight might take you 30 minutes or an hour.
Right. So it's okay in that aspect. In casual play, it doesn't matter. You die, whatever. Mm-hmm. We die all the time. We push each other off ledges.
Right.
It's silly. But anyway, that's death penalties.
What we're doing, 2?
Yep. Yes, correct.
My number 2 is... oddly enough, I put episodic games.
Episodic games.
Which is hilarious because you like all the Telltale games.
Yes. But thinking about it though, like, cause I do remember the first Telltale game we played, we did it all at once. And I remember sitting down with the kids, but it became problematic after the second season came out because we played a little bit and they would only release them like every 3 weeks or something like that. That's actually what killed us from playing the game. Because we got to a point where I think a new episode downloaded and I wasn't aware of it. And then we got within like a 2-month margin. And then it's like, I don't even remember what we did and how we got to where we're at. And it was like, do we want to just start over? No, because we're already like 3 episodes in and I don't want to mess with it. So, I mean, I guess I could solve the problem by just doing them all at once. But if you're playing them as they're coming out, I kind of don't like that anymore.
That's fair.
I can see that. Number 2 for me is DLCs at release. I feel that if they did a DLC and they had it at release, it should have been part of the main game. I don't mind DLCs later on because that means they put extra time and effort into adding to the game. So, paying to get that added content, but when there's DLCs and stuff that gets, put in at the same time a game releases, I don't really like that.
No, that's fair. It's fair.
So no DLCs or expansions.
You're right. Yeah. If it's going to come out at the same time, just bundle it together.
If they come out with it like constantly, it keeps you playing it anyway.
Right. And
it makes more sense that way. Mm-hmm. My honorable mention is kind of DLC related, but it's DLC content that's included on the disc.
Yes.
No. Stop it.
Right. They already had that stuff. They already put it. They're like, all right, we're going to save on our server costs.
I can't think of this ever happening.
Like Capcom has done it with a lot of fighters and Street Fighter and things like that.
Okay, maybe that's why, because I usually don't play.
Destiny does it.
Destiny didn't do it.
The original Destiny, I believe, Destiny 1, already had the DLC on the disc. You bought it later, and it unlocked it from your disc.
I don't know if it's already on the disc or they made it download in one of the updates. I'd have to look that up, but I do know that a lot of EA and Activision games do that, where the full DLC is on the disc itself. That is a problem.
Well,
I should own everything on that disc.
Yeah. Well, even with Destiny 2, even if you don't have the annual pass or anything, they have you, when you update, they have you download all that game content already. It just doesn't unlock it unless you pay for it. But you already have it on your system. Yeah, no, I guess that's... So, if you're talking MMOs and constant living worlds and stuff, it's slightly different. Because you kind of have to have some of that content, because if somebody else has it and they walk around with a piece of armor, you got to be able to see that. That's true. But like having fighters on Street Fighter or whatever that's in the game files on your disc that can't be unlocked unless you pay money is stupid. Right. It was already out. It should have been part of the original release. Yeah. When you get into online world, it just makes more sense to kind of have everything on your computer. Plus, at that time, if you just unlock that expansion. Oh, yeah, it makes it much easier. Bam, I'm going there now. Yeah. So it makes sense. But
mostly like non-online games, if they include stuff on the disc that you have to pay to unlock
it. Mm-hmm.
That's silly.
Right.
Anyway, that's my honorable mention.
My honorable mention was my number one, but I figured I would change it real quick.
All right.
I actually put like sportsmanship, the way players act, kind of deal, griefing, all that good stuff that annoys us, but it's not part of the game. It's the way people act.
Teabagging you.
Doing constant emotes.
Sliding around in Destiny for Tim.
Camping graveyards.
For the longest time in Destiny 2, people would run at you with a shotgun and slide and kill you. And I thought it was the most...
And, well, that not only... They just slide around the whole time. They're like, run, slide,
that's true,
run, slide.
But like because you do get a little speed boost on the slide. I kind of get that. But when they slide kill you, I thought it was like some kind of, I'm better than you kind of thing. And then later I found out it's actually an ability that when you slide, it reloads a portion of the clip.
Yeah.
So, I retracted that. I retracted that statement. Okay, that's fine. You know, it's not like you're playing League of Legends and it's like 58-5 and they keep killing you. It's like, come on, you're just destroy the crystal.
End the game. Yeah.
We're not even moving. So anyway, I agree with you, Matt.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship.
All right, I actually got two over here. I have overly powerful boss fights where it's like, oh my goodness, I got to get so lucky and time it just right to finish this boss off. If I make one little bitty mistake, it one-shots me.
Yeah.
So I don't like when they're super, super hard.
I'm okay if it's an optional boss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Because that's like the challenge of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
and also, so there's a lot of games that is so puzzly where you can't figure it out unless you're, you study this game all around. You have to hit up, Google or YouTube to figure out how to figure out a puzzle or how to get through a game. We kind of, touched on that a little bit prior.
Jump puzzles?
Jump puzzles are amazing. Amazing.
Yes. Some of them I have Jake log in and be like, Jake, just do it for me.
That's funny. All right, so number one's my number one pet peeve in video games, which, by the way, this list could be like a top 100, and this is the top 50 of them. Vague ability, equipment, item, any kind of vague info increases your aim.
How
by
much?
what? Grants attack power. By how much?
Yes.
Oh my, dude, this is so annoying. So annoying. We live in an age where we can just get on the internet and click things to find out all this data mined stuff to know that this one's 5%, this one's 10%, this one's 15%.
Did XVS ever cut that out, or do they?
They've did a little bit. I'd say it's 50-50. Like it's in the beginning of XVS, it's like this weapon has shards of valor. I'm just making something up. Great. What's that do?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah.
Like that's garbage.
Figure it out.
Just tell me what it does and tell me all the stats. Or if anything, I'm pretty sure Guild Wars 2 did this, where there's an enhanced tooltip. So if you go look at your item, it's like, gives you attack power. But if you go and click the check mark in the options, it's like increases your attack power by +5 or whatever. Like, so people who don't want to do all the math and stuff like that, whatever, they can see the base stuff, but they have an option to click it to get all the details from a granular power level, like mindset.
Right.
I just don't see why it's because, like, if for instance, in Destiny 2, if it gives you your helmet will have an ability that says it gives you, better, like aim for like certain types of weapons.
Yeah.
Right, like small arms or something. So maybe your side arms and your pistols have better aim. But then it might have another one that's like grants you good aim for like kinetic weapons. And then there's one that's like grants you great aim for the terminology here is wrong, but in hand or like for a hand cannon. And then there's one's enhanced hand cannon aiming and stuff. So like all those are kind of in that order. It's like small to large, but you don't know what the percentages is. And you might be thinking, oh, I'd like to use bows and shotguns, so I'll use this one. Well, it's not as good as using just the bow one. And it's definitely not as good as using the enhanced bow one. So just define this. It's not hard.
Yeah, but nowhere in the game can you actually see. It's like, oh, I got 20% extra because I have this helmet or this item.
And like, for instance, everything on the stats of the guns is a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the bar mean? This one's clear. Is it? Is this one? It looks like it has a little bit more damage.
A little more.
A little bit more. Hold on, bring up the other one. Oh, I can't compare items? Great, that's cool. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Vague stats and ability information.
Yeah, I like it.
My number one, it's such a trivial thing to hate, but I hate tutorials, and when they're done in like story fashion, it's like, I don't care about my sensei trying to teach me these little button mashing moves. It's not helping me. And anyways,
So you don't like Parappa the Rappa? Kick.
No, that's different. That's different. But like, it was revisited whenever I was playing Kingdom Hearts. It was like, this is your splash magic attack. It's used, and I think it was Mickey or someone was running around like teaching it to me. And it's like, just give me a box that tells me what to do. I don't have to like prove to you I can do it.
It's like every mobile game ever.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Except it's even worse in mobile games because it's usually like, you cannot click anything besides what I highlight.
Yes. And you can't bypass this. You must go through.
Right. Exactly.
Like
so
your initiation.
I am so over tutorials. I'm done with them.
That's fair.
Just give me an instruction manual. I'll read it and figure it out.
How awesome is it? It's like, would you like the tutorial? Yes or no? Oh my gosh. No. Okay, you can replay this by going to the menu.
Figure it out.
Or the full one, or a brief, overview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, Eric, what's your number one pet peeve in video games?
Mine is actually kind of weird. I hate it when they make my character mute, where he does not talk throughout the entire game. There's cutscenes, but he never talks.
How did you get through? Well, just stuff for cutscenes.
How did you get through Destiny?
What exactly? Yeah, Destiny.
It's because that character is everybody.
But that's fine. Just give him any kind of voice. It doesn't have to be my voice. I don't need to hear my voice. Just make him talk and interact with other players, or not other players, or people in the cutscene. They always have him say nothing. Well, in Destiny, you actually have the ghost that kind of does the talking for you. It kind of narrates things. But in a lot of games, your character...
It's like every JRPG.
Mm-hmm.
You walk around, it's like, you're not from around here, are you? Well, let me tell you about this place. It's just like, I don't care.
It's like, give me just a few sentences.
Yeah. It's interesting because I feel like the gaming creators always feel like the player wants to put themselves
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not always true. Look at Kratos from God of War. People want to be him because he's awesome. I don't necessarily want to be my character in Destiny 2.
Right.
Although it was sick when he was like, well, I don't even remember what he says, but I won't go to the spoiler. Something happens and then your character talks. And you're like, what? Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
One time.
The whole game.
One time. Yeah, one time. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. We're going to do our final topic. So the final topic that we have is what I have now dubbed podcast playthrough, where we play through a game live on the podcast. I say live, it's just recorded improv, basically. Obviously, even in the video form of this on YouTube, you're not going to see any actual gameplay. So we try to pick games that you don't need to know anything or see anything. So,
right.
What are we playing this time, Eric?
This is called Crack the Case.
The mic wants to hear you.
This is called Crack the Case.
All right, so tell us how it's played.
Oh, really? Okay. So anyway, so you have a moderator and you have other players. The moderator is going to read out a scenario, a case, and they're going to refer to this mystery that the other players are trying to figure out. Those players are going to ask a yes and no questions to the moderator. They have different responses that they can give to those questions, being yes, no, yes and no, irrelevant, or I don't know, rephrase your question, or define what you mean by whatever.
Say one more time so I can write them out. So
Sure.
when it's my turn, I don't have to ask.
It's going to be yes
Yep.
and no.
Yep.
Yes and no. I'm not sure on where you might use that,
So
but
maybe.
maybe. Irrelevant, to maybe get you off a certain path. I don't know. Rephrase your question or define what you mean by. So anyway, there is a card. There's 3 different levels, hardness levels to it. But the moderator will read the back of the card, which tells the whole story, and will also let them know what the other players are trying to figure out by asking those questions.
Okay.
So here we go. We'll start the first one. You ready?
And there's 3 different colors of cards.
There is. There's I think there's blue, which is easy, purple, which is kind of medium, and then green that is harder.
And we're doing the blue?
Yes, we're going to start off with blue, which is the easier ones. How this also works is you get a certain amount of points, or, you might be a lead investigator or lead investigator, something else, or a flatfoot, depending on, what kind of time period that you're able to figure out what you're supposed to figure out.
It's like a tier system. So the faster you solve it, the better reward, better title
points
you get.
And title, right? You also have, I think it's depending on the scenario or the card. There's a couple clues that if you do get stumped, you can ask for a clue. It does penalize you in minutes. The first clue might penalize you a minute. A subsequent clue will penalize you a little bit more, but It'll be a better clue. All right,
cool. We ready for this? Basically, I believe the game is played in teams, but we're not really going to do it that way on the podcast.
Right. I'm not sure exactly on how it's played. Well, I know how it's played, but it's usually moderator versus. It's not really versus even, kind of doing it together, but the moderator doesn't get points. I believe the players that are trying to get points.
All right, Eric. Eric's going to read us off the first. Have you already read the story to yourself?
Yes.
All right, cool. Are you reading the first blue card?
It's not the first in the series here. It is a blue card.
Okay, so Eric had this game at one point.
Yeah.
And we thought we were going to have it on the podcast. Something happened to it. So instead, what I did was got it on Tabletop Simulator and got the files for all the cards. And then maybe we can acquire this game later. Mm-hmm. But basically, we have JPEGs of all the cards. So basically, I think the way we're going to do it is you could just pick a card, and it doesn't have to really be like in sequential order.
Right.
Okay, cool. Does that make sense, Matt? Mm-hmm. I think each card has its own icon, so you can quickly zoom in on the JPEG and see that icon.
Right.
And then when you go to the back image, you can quickly zoom in on that one. So should be pretty cool. All right, go ahead. Here we go, Matt. Here we go.
So this one is called the Lead Anniversary.
Guns. It has guns.
So the case. Aline was happy. Today was her wedding anniversary. To celebrate, she and her husband Bobby went for a long ride in the country, followed by a picnic on a secluded riverbank. Sometime during the meal, Aline returned to the car, retrieved Bobby's revolver from the glove compartment, and fired 4 slugs into her startled husband.
This is a family game?
I didn't say it was a family game. Oh. It is from 1993.
It's Milton Bradley, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sorry. All right, so got 4, got a gun, go back a little bit, sorry.
Well, she returned to the car, retrieves Bobby's revolver from the glove compartment, and fired 4 slugs into her startled husband. The mystery is what made Aline kill her husband. And the time starts now.
I feel like, all right, so when I looked this game up, it had actually really bad reviews. It's like a 5.9.
So we have to figure out why she shot him.
Yes.
I feel like this is one of those games where it's like...
It's very open-ended. And you have to ask a lot of different questions to kind of...
Oh, that's right, because on the backside of the card, you have all the story.
Yes,
like
I
from both parties' views kind of stuff.
Right. I have the whole story, and I know what you guys are trying to figure out. You have to ask questions to kind of figure out why she killed him.
Like we're an investigator.
Correct.
All right, so was he cheating on you?
Yeah. That's...
Or on her?
Is adultery part of this?
Yes.
Makes sense. Was
something of the woman's in the picnic food or basket? I don't know if you said they had a basket
car
or not.
It wouldn't make any sense that she would go back to the car. Was evidence found in the glove box?
No,
I would think she found it at the riverbank with him. And that made her go back to the car. Like she was already, she was going to kill him already when she was going back to the car.
Gotcha.
'Cause
Okay, I guess you and I are talking this out.
Because why else would she have went back to the car? She didn't just go back to the car on a random whim.
Oh, no. She went back to get the gun.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. She must have found it on the riverbank, the reason, or known before they even went on the picnic.
I was going to say that's a pretty impulse thing to do.
Was it her gun?
Irrelevant.
Okay. I was going to say she could have put the gun in there. He might not even own a gun.
That's fair.
Unless you did say it was his gun.
Was it the place that the husband took the mistress?
I don't know.
Let's see. We didn't have cell phones yet, so he didn't get a text or a phone call.
Was something of the mistress's found in the car?
No.
Wait a minute. The reason why didn't we already? It wasn't because he cheated on her. There's more.
Do we have to like give an official guess, or if we just guess it, you win?
Well, if you get the information by getting asking the questions.
Like, is the actual answer she killed him because he cheated on her?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's
part
of it.
Okay. So what was the actual question again? Can you see that? Can you read that?
I'm on it. Why did she kill him?
Okay.
Why did she kill him?
She found out that they were related.
No.
And he hid it from her. It's not Kentucky then.
I guess we're asking questions.
Right. Just keep on rattling off.
Yeah, that's true. Because, I mean, really, we just keep rattling it off until we get answers.
Was there a life insurance policy on her?
No.
That she didn't know about? No.
Was she, oh, man.
Maybe I should have went first, guys. I know how to.
What? You read the story?
No, not on this one. But
was it a family member?
Was it her
yes
sister?
and no.
Was it her sister?
Yes.
Whoa, he cheated on her with her sister. So her sister's kids were really related to her.
Irrelevant.
Oh. So she killed him because he was cheating on her with her sister.
Yes.
Is that the full thing?
Is that the answer?
No.
I mean, there's more to it.
There's more to that, right?
There's more to it. And we're supposed to get more to that from...
And he was in love with her.
Irrelevant.
Mm. And he was going to marry her.
No. Or irrelevant.
Gotcha. I can see why this is like... The story's like, hey, what's up?
Because it's like we kind of... I feel like we got the answer.
Screw it. What's clue number one? Clue number one, raise our hands.
Yeah.
Shuriken.
Elaine smelled a rat.
Shuriken. What? Smelled a rat?
Yes.
Someone told her?
Oh,
no,
what?
Wait a minute.
Smelled a rat.
That cost you 1 minute.
Oh, okay. I got it. Check this out. She killed him because he cheated on her and he poisoned the food to try to kill her, and she figured it out and killed him before she ate the food.
No.
That was actually really good. I thought you were on to something.
No, never mind. How long we've had? 5 minutes, or did you add it?
No, that's 5 minutes. You got a penalty of 1 minute.
All right, maybe we'll like call it at 5 or 6 minutes so we don't have to spend so much time on each one.
You want another one?
We'll instant get the second clue at this time.
Okay. The blanket couldn't quite cover up Bobby's activities.
He had an STD?
No.
Oh.
Or the blanket?
Unknown.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Couldn't cover up his activities, so he had stains on the blanket?
There was...
No.
He was covering something up in the car?
He already killed the sister.
No.
Oh, that was a good one. Because it could have had blood stains.
Well, I was thinking maybe he tried covering her up. I don't know.
All right, I
and
concede.
her feet were hanging out.
You concede? Or we done with this?
Do it concede? Oh. Yeah, sure.
Just so we don't spend so long on each one.
Sure. She smelt her sister's perfume on that blanket, and that's why he knew that that's the blanket that he goes out and does these romantic getaways, and she smelt her perfume on his blanket that he's bringing out, and that's why She knew he was cheating, got her gun, and shot him. So you had to figure out.
She could have just used the blanket like one day when she was cold and had her.
She could have been wrong, but this is why.
Yeah, that's like a super okay. Yeah. How about catch them both in the act and take them out at the same time that we know for sure that you're not going to jail?
No. Yeah, that was evidence enough for her.
She needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably going to jail regardless.
All right,
but
yeah, we're definitely sticking with these blue ones. Just saying.
All right, Tim, you got one.
The blue's the easiest one?
The blue is the easiest one.
All right, y'all talk for a second. Let me read the story to one of these, and then we'll continue.
Did you say you used to play this in the car?
We've played a few of these in the car. Yes, it's actually pretty nice because the driver can participate. I don't have to look at anything, but you participate by asking questions and trying to figure out something.
What's the chances Tim picks one you've already done?
There is quite a few on here, and I really did it like 2 years ago, so there might be a chance I don't remember it. But he probably has 1 in 20 or something. Have
you read the one about the artist?
No, I don't remember anything about artists.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just reading the story here. Talk 1 second more. Okay. How many times have you played this?
I probably played it only like 2 times or maybe 3 times. 3 scenarios.
With the idea that I'm not paying attention to you.
Okay. No, I had I always had a pretty good time with it. We just don't do a lot of car rides lately, or so we haven't busted it out on some of these trips that we've done. A lot of times I've also forgot because I got this game originally to play those trips.
This is okay. Okay, yeah. I can see why this game, like the idea of this game is really cool.
Yeah.
The implementation is kind of weak because like when I read this story to you in the end, like it is vastly more involved.
Oh yeah,
than the 3 sentences that you're going to get. Here,
exactly.
Let's go ahead and read this.
All right, you ready? Oh, let me stop this.
You can start it after I finish reading it, right?
Yes.
It's called Show Off.
Show Off, okay.
So here's the case. Despite the fact that his wife Ruby has been missing for 2 weeks, abstract artist Hugh Brown is hosting an art show in his studio. Suddenly, a police officer enters the studio, conducts a brief investigation, and places Hugh under arrest for Ruby's murder. The mystery. On what evidence was Hugh arrested for? On what evidence was Hugh arrested for polishing Ruby off?
That might be a clue right there on the polish.
But they cut it in half and put it on 2 sentences. So I was like, what? What word is that?
All right, I'll start the time. So, did the police officer see anything on the suspect, the guy? Ooh, there should be quicker responses,
hey,
Tim.
Look, you had like 3 hours to read this first one quest.
All right, I'm gonna stop the time and reset it.
All right, let me finish reading the story.
Ready. Yeah,
you all think about it and talk to each other.
You should finish reading the story on the back, and then there is also another section on the right side that says the solution.
Right,
and that will tell you exactly what you are trying, or what the other players are trying to figure out by asking the questions.
Okay, so what was your question again?
All right, so we'll start the time again, and I asked, did the police officer see anything on the suspect, the guy, that would involve him in the murder?
No.
Did he question the people that were there for the art show? Or get any intel or evidence, leads?
Just to clarify, I think he was doing this for an upcoming art show, so it hasn't happened.
Oh, there wasn't people there yet?
No, so it says, blah, 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 blah. He's hosting an art show in his studio. Well, despite the fact that his wife has been missing for 2 weeks, the artist is hosting an art show in his studio. Suddenly, police enter.
Mm-hmm. So he's hosting one. I mean, you might get more of that story.
No, I could see where it's saying that it could have been a future thing too. Okay, so did anyone report his wife missing?
Yes.
Was it him?
Hugh?
Yeah. Did he report her?
No.
Yeah, so someone else did.
Did a family member report her missing?
No.
Did a
Coworker?
No.
did one of his colleagues?
No.
Did anybody he know report her missing?
Maybe. We're going to consider that yes, no.
Yes, no, yeah.
Maybe was her vehicle outside the building for a while?
Is who reported her missing relevant?
No. Actually, yes. Let's say yes.
Okay. So it is relevant.
Let's say maybe.
Let's say maybe.
Maybe.
It's not a family member. It's not a coworker. It's not probably no one he really knew. Does she know the person that reported her missing?
Yes.
And it was not a family member?
No. Or not defined, but no.
Okay. Was it someone that worked at the art show gallery?
No.
Was it a friend?
Yeah.
Was this friend at the murder?
No.
Witness or know about the murder?
Say it one more time.
Did they know about the murder? Or did that person know who killed her?
No.
You're doing a good job, Eric.
Does any of his clothing matter?
No.
Was the crime scene at the house?
Or do you mean where he's hosting the art thing?
Or the crime scene? Was the crime scene?
Yes.
Yeah, so the studio is the crime scene.
Yes.
Did he use her blood to paint? Maybe.
Maybe.
Wow.
Yes.
There must have been splatter on
yes.
part of the paintings or something.
No.
Yes.
No?
No. Was
This is when you hear this stuff.
Was
she bludgeoned?
No.
was she shot?
No.
Stabbed?
Yes. You would get it eventually.
Strangled?
So she was stabbed.
Waterboard?
Someone said she was missing. Cops went over there to ask him questions. He sounds like he either confessed or
Did he forget to clean a knife?
did he have?
Surely not.
Did they find the weapon?
Oh yeah, I guess that's...
It's just to say, it doesn't say.
You're also gonna say irrelevant if it's not.
Yeah, irrelevant.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the first clue.
Okay.
In essence of time. Hugh was handy with his sculpting tools.
He was handy with his sculpting tools. So he used a knife to kill her.
And then it must be in a statue or something.
Was her body found?
She is the statue.
Kinda. Yes.
Was she part of the artwork?
He put like what is it, clay all around her and encased her.
I'm going to start using kinda.
Kinda.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes and no. So was she part of the art show?
Yes.
Did he have
So what
blood
exactly
on
are we
him?
trying to figure
What
out?
are we trying to figure out?
The stupid mystery thing says, on what evidence was Hugh arrested for polishing Ruby off?
Okay. So we're looking for evidence.
Well, they must have found the body.
They found the body at the art show.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's not the
That's
answer?
not the evidence. It was his artwork.
Yes.
Yes.
You're like 2/3 of the way there.
He initialed her
There you go.
because it was his art.
No.
No.
They found blood traces on him.
No.
No. They found blood traces on his tools.
No.
They found blood traces on his artwork.
No, but we're gonna just stop there. And
All right. Well,
finish it.
give me the second clue.
Oh, the second clue. Sorry, we'll just do that.
Okay.
The officer brought a friend of Ruby's with him.
Was Ruby the assistant that helped him turn her into artwork?
No.
His assistant.
The officer brought a friend of Ruby's.
Oh, friend
with
of
him.
Ruby's.
Evidently,
I read it again because you heard
Something
must have
different.
been
heard
the one
something
that
different.
reported her missing and recognized her because he made her face the exact same
Kind
way.
of.
Her,
to
made
the first part.
He made a bust of her. I don't know.
All right, let's just do it.
okay.
So basically, it says investigators must discover that Hughes stabbed Ruby,
All right, we did that.
then welded her into a sculpted cube
Welded her into a sculpted cube.
where her dog sniffed her body out.
Oh, was the friend her dog?
Yeah. Well, so basically, long story short, she was posing nude for his rivals, sculptors or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He found out they had an argument at the studio. He stabbed her to death with a chisel. He basically
How do you stab someone with a chisel?
Oh, those chisels are sharp.
one of the pieces he was finishing for the art show, he welded her body into the cube.
Okay, I'm thinking of like the chisels we use it. A wood chisel,
Oh.
yes.
No.
Okay, yeah, a wood chisel, yes.
So he welded it shut. A sympathetic neighbor said that she's been missing, reported her missing. They came to her house, found her dog. They brought her dog to the crime scene, which would have been clearly good evidence in the very beginning if you were ever knowing something about. Oh, by the way, our canine unit sniffed something out. Well, anyway, and the dog sniffed out the body from the cube.
Cool.
So whatever.
All right.
It's a cool experience. Matt, we'll probably just do yours and then
Yeah.
we'll
So-
be done.
Give me this so I can.
We might do one more, but we'll see how long this takes. Eric just or Matt, you just zoom in on one. I don't know what Eric's doing.
You remember that? Give us all your code.
88211. It's my tablet. So, I mean, if you find my tablet randomly, you can unlock it. Good job, guys.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember how to do everything, Matt?
Yeah, why am I getting this disclaimer and stuff for?
Let me see. Oh, no. So give me the tablet. What did you do?
I just put a code in.
No, Eric.
Oh,
I don't know.
So on Android, there's a button that clicks to do other things.
okay.
So just choose one of those.
Yeah, not that one.
Yeah.
Not
Is that the one you did, Eric?
Right.
All right. So basically, you're going to zoom out, find a picture, find some icon that you can clearly identify because each one has one.
Let's go with this one.
Yep.
Eric's cheating.
No, I was trying to help you out here.
Yep.
Which side are you looking at?
I am looking at, I think, my side.
Does it say the story? Or does it say the mystery?
the story.
Yeah, so read that story and then, well, actually, you probably should read the first side first.
No, not
No,
necessarily.
I need to read this so I know
Right.
how to answer the questions right away, right?
Well, that's
Right.
fine. Well, anyway, Eric, so, you know what's interesting about this game is I think it does make a good game to play in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm starting to realize that I don't know. Like this
I
is
will say that once you get into the hang of it and you kind of understand how it plays, you get a little better at asking a lot of questions.
just ask dumb stuff and
Yeah,
then get good answers.
Right. Yeah. So
Was he welding cubes? Yeah, actually.
right. So it is about asking a lot of questions and narrowing it down. And yeah, some of the stuff is kind of off the wall. So it is, asking abundance of questions and kind of narrowing a lot of, different things down.
Yeah.
You got to find the weapon. All right. You found that. All right. Now you got to figure out, maybe why he did it, or, in this case, we kind of just had to figure out what the evidence was, which, maybe we didn't do
So
the
we ready?
best at.
All right, let's do it, Matt.
Okay, so this is caribou mating season.
Oh,
The case. There weren't many females living in Caribou, Alaska, so Biff felt really lucky when Eileen, the woman at the bar, fell for his corny come-on lines. She and Biff left the bar together and dove into a whirlwind romance.
They made like a tree and got out of there.
Biff. Oh, goodness. A month later, Biff's oil company sent him on a trip to their headquarters in Texas. At the end of 2 weeks, Biff returned to Alaska on the same night his body was found less than a mile from the airfield. His head was bashed in. Eileen eventually confessed to the murder, but refused to explain why she did it. The mystery. Reconstruct the fateful night. Why did Eileen kill Biff?
All right, kind of say the story again real quick.
Okay. Yes.
Kind of just read everything you just
Okay, so there weren't many females living in Caribou, Alaska. So,
All right, no, yeah.
So Biff felt really lucky when Eileen, the woman at the bar, fell for his corny come-on lines.
Bar.
She and Biff left the bar together and dove into a whirlwind romance.
dove.
Mm-hmm.
A month later, Biff's oil company sent him on a trip to their headquarters in Texas.
Okay.
At the end of the 2 weeks, Biff returned to Alaska. On that same night, his body was found less than a mile from the airfield. His head was bashed in. Eileen eventually confessed to the murders, but refused to explain why she did it. Reconstruct the fateful night. Why did Eileen kill Biff?
All right. So,
He was caught skinny dipping with the other female that lived in Alaska.
The other one? Skinny dipping?
no, he was in
Dove.
Texas. He was in Texas. She was mad at something he did while he was in Texas.
Yeah, but didn't she go with him?
No.
Was she with him?
Or
I don't believe so. I'm waiting for it to load up. I don't believe so.
Okay.
all right. So she obviously was mad at something he did while he was in Texas.
I got an idea.
Say that again. Sorry.
She was mad at something he did while he was in Texas.
While he was in Texas?
Yes.
Kind of.
His
Kind of.
boss was female and he was cheating on her.
No.
You want to get bam to the point. So it was something that he
Well,
did.
let me say no and yes.
Oh,
To
there
that.
is the yes/no question.
Yeah. Because you had two parts to it.
Sorry. His boss was female.
No.
His boss was a male.
I don't know, actually.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. I don't even know why I said no to female.
Okay. So,
Irrelevant.
okay. So she was. He did something wrong during the flight.
No.
She was jealous.
Maybe.
All right. He did something wrong after he landed.
He was embezzling money from her.
Landed where?
Oh, landed.
Well, I
in
mean,
Alaska.
like when he died, landed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Landed
no.
back in their hometown.
No.
He did
Well,
something
landed in
wrong
Texas.
when he landed in Texas.
Probably.
Probably.
Was he drinking?
No.
Did it have
Is she
to do?
psychotic?
Was she psychotic? No. I mean, I guess she was. That's kind of
Whoa, was it an accident?
no.
No, she did it on person. Not person. Purpose.
What did she bash it in with a baseball bat?
Yes.
Oh,
Did it have barbed wire?
No.
She's not-
name Negan.
She's just okay, psychotic.
Was it an accident?
You already said.
No.
I don't know. I didn't.
You don't
I didn't get my-
accidentally bash somebody's head in with a
It
baseball
was
bat.
not an accident.
Then.
You accidentally hit them one time and they go unconscious. You don't accidentally turn them into the hamburger meat.
So was it having to do with his boss?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Was it financial related?
No.
Was it adultery related?
Yes.
Was he sleeping with her sister in a blanket on the beach?
No.
This is just one giant story.
Right. Did she know the person that he was with?
No.
Was it his boss?
No. We already said no to the boss.
Boss has
Secretary?
nothing to do. Secretary?
Coworker?
I think it's irrelevant. I don't think any of that has anything to do with anything.
Coworker? Does the person matter?
Yeah. Person does matter.
All right.
Was the person related to
Her.
Eileen?
No.
Was it related to him?
That'd be weird.
No.
Was it related to his boss?
No.
Does she know that person?
Nope.
Did he know that person before he got there?
Yes.
Was it a
Client? Was it a client?
No.
Was it somebody on the plane?
No.
Was he part of the Mile High Club?
No.
Irrelevant. So, do you meet this person for the first time?
No.
Was it a ex-girlfriend or ex-wife?
No.
Was it a girlfriend?
No.
Was it another random person at a bar?
Was it his wife?
No to Tim. Yes to Eric.
Oh.
Whoa, he was married. He was married.
So, yeah, she figured out he was married.
Did she find his Facebook profile?
This is before Facebook, probably. 93. So he went on a business trip.
Did he know that she knew? Or basically, was his death a surprise to him?
It doesn't say that, but I believe it was.
Okay.
So we were trying to figure out why.
How she figured out.
How she figured out.
Essentially, I guess is what you're trying to...
Oh, she found lipstick on his collar.
No.
She found plane tickets from the past.
No.
She found some kind of phone number or mail.
Would you like a clue?
Yes.
Sure.
The sun shines brighter in Texas than in Alaska.
The sun shines
New
brighter.
England clam chowder.
Red or white.
Yeah.
So it has to do something with lights, perhaps?
The sun shines brighter.
In Texas.
His wife had a tan.
Did his wife contact her?
No.
Did he talk about her?
No.
Oh, I got it.
What?
He had a tan marking of a woman on top of him because the sun is so bright that it tanned the silhouette of her body.
No.
All right, give us clue number 2.
Yeah.
Clue number 2. Eileen noticed something about one of Biff's lines, and it wasn't a come on.
Come on. About one of his lines?
Mm-hmm.
His corny lines. He told a dad joke. He has kids.
No.
Huh. Well, it could be his line, like, as wrinkles, or...
He used the line before.
No, that's not what it's talking about.
It's not talking about his pickup lines.
It is. It's saying Eileen noticed something about one of Biff's lines, and it wasn't a come on.
Oh, basically, he told her that he loved her by mistake.
No.
Well, because if it's like a new relationship and you go into that, like it's almost second nature, you're like, whoa, who are you saying this to on the regular?
Mm-hmm. Did he say something that led her to believe that he was married?
No.
It's not something he said.
One of his lines.
Does she see something on him?
He said her name.
Did he had his wedding ring?
Oh God!
on.
Wait, really?
He had his wedding ring on?
Yes.
No.
She found his wedding ring?
Oh, that's why. She's seen that he went to Texas.
Oh.
And he has his wedding ring on. And he's seen the lines of his wedding ring.
There you go.
He got a tan.
Bam.
Yep. He still had the line from his ring.
Is that?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, so it's solved?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Bam.
So what's the solve thing say?
8 minutes. That is no if you solved.
No, it's just like
saying,
the investigators need to find out what.
Yeah.
Oh, the investigators must discover that when Eileen noticed the tan line around Biff's ring finger, she realized that he was a married man, and killed him. I mean, I guess
Like I said,
you know what's interesting about all these stories? These
really
people
matter.
are knee-jerk reaction killing people.
Yes.
Right.
But what happens if he just had some kind of cool, like, what happens if it was like work-related and he had to have something on his arm that kept his sleeve up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the ring coat jacket things.
No, I know. These people are very...
They're nuts. They're all crazy.
Right.
They don't need to be in society.
You know, ironically, though, this is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is vague.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
all of it's pretty
very-
vague.
It's so vague.
And
but you have to uncover so much.
Right. And that's why I said it's really about knowing the different types of kind of questions to ask
Yeah.
in order to kind of narrow it down as much as possible, because
Yeah.
it's really vague and wide, and you have to like pinpoint it.
Right. We should totally do this one again. I thought that was pretty fun. Actually, as a matter of fact, we'll allot a little bit more time one day, or maybe we'll do a bonus episode where we just do a bunch of these.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of neat. I don't know. If you
And
like
these are
this-
the easy ones.
Oh, God.
They get really hard.
Yeah. Anyway, if you like this, please let us know, because I like to have people say if they like what we're doing. Some people tell us on Facebook, but it is neat to get, messages on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, anywhere that we have contact information. Just tell us what you think of these type of segments where we're actually playing games live on the show. This was a little bit different than the other ones, because all the other ones have been is like make up like some kind of product placement style thing or whatever, or like a story or whatever. This is kind of neat. This is actually perfect for the podcast. Now we're calibrated.
Yeah.
So I think
right.
next time it'd be a little bit cooler to listen to, maybe, but I'm sure people at home were like, no, ask him this. No, ask him this.
Right.
And then like you hear the story, like, what? None of what I was thinking actually matters either. So interesting. But anyway, we're going to wrap this episode up. So we want to thank you again for tuning in to episode 70 of the MeepleCore podcast. This episode was recorded on March 7th, 2019. Please send us your questions and comments to meeplecore@gmail.com. Follow MeepleCore on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Check out the video versions of the show on youtube.com/MeepleCore. Please give us some ratings. Give us some likes and thumbs up on our videos. Subscribe. And it really helps a lot. So until next time, this is Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple.
Matt RoBear.
And Eric Ledford.
Keep on rocking and rolling dice.